Yes guys, it's Tom here. I'm a professional FIFA player for XL and I'm here today to teach you how to attack in the 4-4-2. So tip number one is going to be the player lock. We can see in this clip here, I have the ball with my left midfielder and I press L1 to trigger his run. However, I'm not happy with where he's running, so I use the player lock effectively to control my striker. You press the left and right analog stick in at the same time and then press the right stick to who you want to receive the ball with. So now what I want to do with my striker is bend my run round the centre back, so when I receive the through ball I'm going to be bearing down on goal, which is exactly what we do here. It now means I'm in a very dangerous position and we apply the finishing touch using a chipped finish. So tip number two is how to effectively use the driven pass. So as we can see in this clip, I pick the ball up out wide my left midfielder and I'm looking to create the angle of passing to one of my two strikers. So I managed to recycle the ball, I go back to my midfielder, and as we can see I've triggered my striker's run and I have two strikers to hit now, which I want to hit with the driven pass. To perform the driven pass, we use R1 and X at the same time, and we can see here, as I use it, it comes perfectly into the space and I get my shot off before the centre back can get there. Possession in attack. So what does this actually mean? Well, I've noticed from all my years playing FIFA that a lot of people are in a rush to get to the goal and try and score as quickly as possible. Sometimes that means we don't pick the right passes. As we can see in this clip here, I'm going to recycle the ball. I have the ball with my striker and I'm looking for my other striker or my midfielder that's making an advanced run. I noticed very quickly that he's got both of these passes covered, and this is when I make the decision that it's best to recycle the ball and be patient in attack. Here, I pass the ball backwards and I notice that the area of the pitch is very, very congested in the middle. As a result of this, I go out wide to my left back. He's got the space to attack, and my aim here is to try and bring out a couple of them players in the middle area. It's way too congested to create a chance. So my aim is to try and attack the space as much as possible to start pulling these players out of position. I drive forward and we can see a couple of his midfielders have now come out to engage with the ball, and it means that I can rotate the ball around the area and try and find the right pass. So I go back to my midfielder, who goes into my striker, and now we're in a very, very dangerous position. We can see that recycle has helped me get to this spot here. As I get the ball, the pass opens up to my striker, and that's where we get the goal. I've been Tom. I hope you've all enjoyed my 4-4-2 masterclass, and I'll see you all on the pitch.
What's going on, everyone? Olelito here. I'm a professional FIFA player for Ninjas in Pajamas, and today I will be showing you a masterclass how to defend in FIFA 22. In this masterclass, I will be showing you first of all how to play a switch, how to pressure play, and how to use your center backs in the best kind of way. First of all, I have the ball with my CM here. The thing is that I play a very sloppy pass here, trying to reach my other CM. The thing though is that the R1 pass in FIFA 22 is super effective. And why? Because the accuracy of the pass is very good. So the thing I want to do here first of all is to bumper switch to the closest player, in this case that's closest to the striker making a running behind, which is my center back. So I'm switching to my center back here, as you see, and from now on I'm in front of the ball. So most likely I will get it, which happens, and after that I can start my attack and hopefully score a goal. The second topic I want to talk about today is where to press, and I can tell you for a fact that this will improve your defense in FIFA 22. So as you see here, I'm brave enough here to be able to control my center back and trying to put pressure on his winger. And I'm actually, at the same time as I'm putting pressure on his winger here, as you see in this clip, I'm also cutting off the passing lane to his winger, then making a run in behind. So the thing I'm doing here is to always still put pressure on him, because he feels like I'm very close to him all the time. He makes a rush decision, and the outcome of this then is that he is running out with the ball, I'm getting a throw in, and I can start my attack from there. The third topic of today is how to use the center backs. And I think it's a very hard thing in this FIFA to do. First of all, I see that he is starting a very dangerous counter attack. So he gets the ball into his striker. The thing that is going on in my head here is I need to put pressure on the ball holder. So the thing I'm doing first of all is to put the R1 pressure with your R1 bumper on your controller with my right center back here, which allows him to basically don't have any passing options here. As you see, the only thing he can do is to go forward. But at the same time here, I see that he has tried to do the play lock option, which you do by pressing down your L3 and R3 at the same time. So I'm switching to my left center back here to be able to cover the space in behind, which can be very dangerous because we know these through balls in this game are effective. So I'm switching to my center back, but at the same time trying to put pressure on the ball holder, which then results in me getting the ball and starting a good attack. So guys, this has been Olelito for you all. Thank you so much for watching this masterclass. See you on the pitch.
Well, hello everybody and welcome to FGS All-Stars. Be my teammate with me, Rachel Stringer, and Man City FIFA Pro, Ryan Pessoa. Ryan, we keep being treated, don't we? Another set of mini FIFA tournaments. They just keep being thrown at us every week, which we love to see. And I love that you're back with me as well, Ryan. Hello.
Yep, happy to be alongside you, Rachel. Again, we've had a lot of FIFA to watch over the past couple of weeks, and I'm definitely looking forward to the next couple as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's have a quick look then and see exactly how these set of mini weekly FIFA tournaments are going to unfold then over the course of the next 3 weeks. Well, each week a FIFA Pro will pair up with a FIFA community teammate and go head-to-head with another pair for some prize money. And of course, this week we're kicking off with the North American region. And then next week, April the 19th, it'll be South America. Then April the 26th, it'll be Europe, Middle East and Africa. And each week we'll have 4 2v2 teams who will try and become weekly champions. And I mentioned they'll pick up some prize money. Let's have a little look then and see exactly how much prize money is up for grabs then. So, first place, $5,000. Second, $2,500 US. Third and fourth get $1,250 US. And actually, it's only the community members that get the prize money, which is so great to see because it will just help them, won't it, bolster their chances to become a pro, hopefully, in the future. Okay, Ryan, take us through the bracket and who we're going to see compete tonight in the North American region.
Let's take a look at the bracket and see what's in store. Of course, starting off today, we do have Dux Zizinho partnering up with JJ Sosa 09 up against New York City's Gustavo and RP Jao 88. And on the other side of the bracket, it will be Lamps representing Minnesota partnering up with G Corrales 24. who will be up against Complexity's Yoxan and Ronan Adrian TTV. And of course, the winners of either side compete for that grand prize of $5,000 up against each other.
Well, there you go. So some great teams, of course, up again tonight, and we'll see them over the course of the next 3 weeks as well. Let's have a little deep dive then into the competitors we are seeing. Obviously, we mentioned Zizinho and Gustavo, of course, are our pros. And then you have the community FIFA members alongside them, JJ Sosa 09 and RP Jal 88. Ryan, though, we're going to go straight into Zizinho, a player from the FGS series who I always remember as being quite an emotional character when he makes it to the big occasions.
Yes, Rachel, let's take a look at the man himself. Dux Zizinho has been competing for a number of years now. I remember him from FIFA 20, and he's been performing very, very well since then. Of course, winning his first tournament in FIFA 21 at Cup number 4 in the FGS season. And of course, he followed that up in FIFA 22, winning the Latin America North qualifier number 1. And he also has performed in the E-Champions League, finishing top 4 in 2019. He's also played in FIFA 18, finishing number 2 in a qualifier then as well. So he's been around the scene for a number of years now, and he's got the experience and he's got the know-how on how to win tournaments. Coming in to our next pro player up against Zizinho and his teammate, it is New York City's Gustavo, a player as well who has been competing for a number of years now at the highest level from FIFA 20. But it was FIFA 21 where he made a staple in the scene, where in the first qualifier in NA, he finished 3rd. The second one, he ended up winning it. And even in the third one, he came runners-up in that tournament. So again, he showed his consistency in FIFA 21, earning the move to New York City, where he's represented them this season. And again, he's a top player.
Well, yeah, we know all about Zizinho, don't we, and Gustavo, but it's actually the two community members that it's quite a big deal for tonight, Ryan. Explain to everyone how they got here, because, you know, they had to qualify to actually compete tonight, didn't they?
Yep, of course. Yes, key to mention that the pro players are partnered up with players or people from the community. And again, the key is how they got there. They ended up doing well in the Sony series or Sony Cup series. They had to perform against players vying to reach this stage as well. And some of them had to get records of 6-0 in Swiss format and 5-1. And of course, the best players ended up reaching this stage where they will be performing with the pro players and up against some as well.
Yeah, exactly. So obviously they had to qualify just to get here. So is it a big deal for these community FIFA members, of course, and maybe it's a chance then to really step up tonight as well. Well, let's get into our first semi-final then of this, the FGS All-Stars. Be my teammate. Let's introduce to you our casters then tonight. As always, Brandon Smith and Richard Buckley. They're upstairs somewhere, ready and waiting, I'm sure. Brandon, Richard, good evening, guys. How are you feeling ahead of this one?
Thank you very much, Rachel and Ryan. Yeah, it's a bit of a late one here in the UK, but we're excited nevertheless for some FIFA esports action, which has got a little bit of a different twist on this one, Richard, because we've got so-called maybe a fan or an up-and-coming FIFA Pro player going with a FIFA Pro player. They've guaranteed themselves cash. They've come through really difficult qualification to be here. They get to use the closest thing to a God squad tonight, and certainly they're going to be really excited for what an opportunity this has. How are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, firstly, I'm excited to be here. I think there's a lot of maybe tension, a little bit of pressure in the air as well, because not only is there really sort of good prize money up for grabs, and all that prize money as well will be going to the community members, but also there's a lot of pressure. I mean, you not only for the pro player, because you're playing with the community member to win them some money and to get them some prize money, some really decent prize money, $5,000 to be exact for the winning team, but also for that community member, the opportunity of a lifetime to play alongside someone that you maybe look up to, someone that maybe could be a hero of yours as a professional FIFA player. And also, there's that hidden little bit of potential putting your name in the market if you are an up-and-coming FIFA Pro player, and this is your opportunity to play alongside someone like Joxan or Zizinho or Lamps or Gustavo. Your name could be very much on the tip of some people's tongues going into the next installment of FIFA.
Absolutely. Well, let's look into the foot squad, Richard, that will be in action today. We heard coming into this that there's going to be squad captains in this team, and it's the pro players that are the captains. I wouldn't say it surprises us, that, Richard, but let's have a look at how it looks for Zizinho's team. So Zizinho and JJ Soa09. This is their foot squad, Rich. Break it down for me.
Yeah, you can see the team in use right there. Lots of Team of the Year items in it. The Prem Icon moments, few and far between. Hullet, Pele, and R9 Ronaldo. You got Jude Bellingham, who's going to be that midfielder alongside Ruud Hullet, with probably CR7, maybe Pele, Mbappe as one of the wide players, and then R9 Ronaldo will be that central striker. Looking off the bench, expect to see potentially Maradona, Messi, Zidane or Ronaldinho to be involved. And also you've got that brand new Alan Saint-Maximin, who was recently brought out in the Fantasy Foot promo. What a player he is. Maybe he could be a super sub off the bench. On the other side of the coin, we'll head on over to Gustavo's team and see what is rocking and rolling right here. We've got a different version of Cristiano Ronaldo. It's the Foot Birthday 5-star weak foot version of CR7. Again, very similar. Bellingham and Hullet will be midfielders. The front four identical. Maldini comes in to defence alongside Marquinhos. I'm surprised not to see Ruben Dias in that back four. What a player he is. We all know about Mr. Manchester City, the Portuguese centre-half. And then prime icon moments, Cafu in at right back for Gustavo's squad. Two insanely stacked teams. Looking forward to seeing who comes out on top when we get the action underway very shortly indeed.
Absolutely. It must also be said, by the way, Richard, tonight, every single one of our finalists has bagged a PlayStation 5, by the way, just for getting here, which is absolutely incredible. And $1,250, Richard, just for being here tonight. They've got the chance to get $5,000 alongside an experience of a lifetime playing the pro player here today. I just want to ask you now, Rich, what do you expect to see in these games today? Because we've got, I'd say, 4 very decent FIFA players. These aren't just a random player that's picked up the controller once, got lucky in a tournament. I had a look at all the brackets. We looked at the brackets. It was Swiss rounds to get here via the PlayStation Tournaments tab. And it was 6-0. It was 5-0 Swiss records. People had to get to be here. They're decent FIFA players that are here tonight.
And a lot of the players, in fact, all 4 of the players who are competing have all been playing in their regional qualifiers, part of the FGS. They've been playing in the Club World Cup tournament format as well, a number of the players over the next few weeks who we're going to be seeing. So I think that there's certainly a lot of pressure as well. This is an opportunity. This is a chance to really sort of put your name out there and take a chance, because chances don't come around often, and you've got to work hard. You've got to take the opportunity when it comes. I think we're going to see the keys to success and the keys to a championship here this evening is going to be the team that can mesh the best, whether that's the pro player taking the community member under his wing, or the other side, the community member stepping up to the mark and battling alongside the pros and maybe even stealing the show.
Yeah, well, quite funny story, actually, Richard. Before we came into the broadcast today, I did just catch my eye on Gustavo and RPGL 88. Actually played a couple of practice games. I can tell you one thing, they got quite a few rage quits when they were playing in practice. It's great to see the pro players really want to take this seriously as well tonight. It is the FGS All-Stars FIFA 22 PlayStation tournaments. Be My Teammate Week 1, Episode 1, whatever you want to call it. North America is here and it's officially underway. It's Team Zezinho of Ducks Gaming from left to right and Team New York City's Gustavo from right to left. So we must say, Gustavo, massive shoes to fill in the New York City FC colours. Taken over, Diddy Chris Lito. First chance of the game. Pele! Minutes in. It's Team Ducks Zezinho that leads after just 5 minutes here.
What a start, straight from kickoff. Zezinho and JJ Sowa linking up beautifully. The extra pass was played to perfection and an emphatic finish at the near post from Pele.
But the point I wanted to make very, very quickly, Richard, was Gustavo this year had such a good online sort of FGS season, got a huge move to New York City FC, and as we rightly said, big boots to fill for a player that has done so well previously in the light blue of New York City, Chris.
No, absolutely. I mean, he Champions League winner. He was at nearly every single qualifier. All the events was New York City, Chris. And I think when there's boots that big to fill, it might take a little bit of time. But if you can step up to that mark, as he has done, Gustavo, he's been placing well in regional competitions. Maybe we just need to see on that global level. We know he can get there. 2012, yeah, 2012 FIWC Grand Finalist in Dubai was Gustavo. So 10 years on, he's been competing at the very highest level and maybe having a little bit of an Indian summer here with New York City FC.
Here comes Hakimi now. For Team Ducks. Zezinho, it's Mbappe. Back to Pele, the goal scorer after just 5 minutes. The reverse Elasticos are out on show as always. His teammate, JJ Sosa. He's Mexican. It must be said that all 4 players are actually Mexican. This was a North American qualifier. Obviously, the likes of Canada, United States of America and Mexico were the main 3 nationalities you saw in those qualifications did take place late into March, which just on that in terms of the registrations, Richard, it was pretty even between all the pros. I was curious when I saw this announcement of the All-Stars tournament. Will we see a lot more people go for a Joxan or maybe one pro maybe be favoured? I'm sure we could see that a little bit more in the likes of Europe and I believe the Middle East. We've got South America next week too. But it was all very even. It's safe to say all these pros have got a lot of respect from the community in North America, and everybody was just keen to have the opportunity to partner with any of them.
Well, not only that as well, but maybe a little bit of tactical picking as well. You'd probably want to pick the team that's got the least amount of numbers, so then you've got less Swiss matches to play to qualify to get into this final predicament. So I think there's maybe a little bit of both. We were recently commentating a PlayStation tournament, Brandon, where it was Pedri against Kanate, and it was very similar to this, playing with the pro player, but playing with a professional footballer. And again, there was very equal amount of sign-ups for that as well.
One thing that I've got to say here is it's a bit cheeky of the pros, but all 4 of the players pretty much tried their best to qualify for a range of these different FGS All-Stars tournaments. They were keen to be here tonight. And look, I mean, the prizes alone, PlayStation 5 for all of our fans that have won, and then the chance to play for some serious cash on their first ever EA Sports FIFA broadcasted tournament, which is a huge privilege, and I'm sure something for the CV for all of these players here tonight. Remember, it's a straight knockout tournament, 2 legs of FIFA in front of us. And if you have just joined us, It was Team Zizinho that took the lead after just 5 minutes of Pele. And I think it was actually Zizinho that scored the goal.
Well, that'll also be something unique because the entire qualifiers were played over one leg, so having that two-legged format as well is certainly something different. And obviously all the qualifiers were played as a solo player to get the opportunity to play alongside the pro player. So now you're playing 2v2. FIFA completely changes when it's 1v1 compared to 2v2.
And I can assure you the foot squads they were using were very, very different. On top of that too, they might have had the luxury of using Pro Michael Moments R9 and pretty much any Team of the Year player in the game. We are using the special EA Sports edition of the esports game mode for these pro players to use, just for tournaments such as this. Hence why you're seeing the likes of João Cancelo, Prime Michael Moments. We have to say very briefly, Richard, Jude Bellingham has been influential. It seems like he is the man to partner alongside Ruud Gullit in most of these teams, and he's involved both of our opening two matches today.
I'm not surprised though. He's such a good player. He was brought out in that Future Stars promo, and all the promos that have come since that, whether it's the Prime Icon Moments, you've got unbelievable Prime Icon Moments midfielders in there. Vieira doesn't get a sniff. Mateus, the likes of Zidane. Jude Bellingham is picked among all of those players. He's physical, he's tall, but not only that, he can defend, he can dribble, he can shoot, he's got pace, and a lot of those real sort of in-game stats that you look for: balance, agility, reactions, composure. He's high 90s across most of those stats. Really, he can do everything. He's the closest thing to Ruud Gullit on the game, you would say.
Last 3 minutes from half-time here. At the moment, the only goal that separates them is one that Pele scored after just 5 minutes. Could be more than that. Interesting to see Pele get the nod on the side of Gustavo's team. Because on the flip side, it seems like there never really is an in for Maldini. I mean, it is the prime icon moments, Maldini, that could maybe turn a few players around. It seems like Marquinhos and usually it's Ruben Dias team of the year that comes in. Here's the half-time stats. You might be able to have a little look over at the halfway point between the two players there. I mean, it's been pretty even, but I think we have to sit there and be honest, Richard. Zizinho and JJ Sosua have been the better of the two so far, in my opinion.
Yeah, they have. I mean, the goal, they've been good value for that finish. Only 0.5 XG at the break, 58% possession. You can see the passing accuracy, 96%. If you were still getting a quick cup of coffee here in the UK to watch some FIFA Esports action late night, you might have missed the first 5 minutes, but you didn't miss our only goal of the game so far. Beautiful finish at the near post that put Zizinho and JJ Sosua 1-0 up in this two-legged semi-final affair.
Yeah, it was Zizinho that got the goal. It was really a really well-taken finish from Pele. I have to see more from Gustavo and RPGL, if there is any way back for them. Speaking of both of the individuals here, JJ Sosua went 6-0 in the Swiss for his qualifier just a few weeks ago. And RPGL 88 found his way in. Via the same sort of storyline. Hundreds upon hundreds of people signed up for these brackets for the chance to be part of what you are witnessing right here. Here comes Mbappe now for Gustavo. Into the box it will go. It's their best chance they've had so far. It's easy pickings in the end for Donnarumma, who's happy to play out very fast there at the back.
It's just a little bit floaty for me. There weren't really much zip on the cross. I think Donnarumma is always going to be favourite as that one sort of floated into the back post. But good signs 10 minutes into that second half for Gustavo and AJ Pal, getting opportunities inside the box. Big chance, red timed.
Nice bit of build up there. Well, to play it around in the end. Marquinhos partnered alongside Maldini. Ruben Dias does not get a sniff of the back four for Gustavo. That's a massive call
I mean, we've watched a lot of competitive FIFA this year, Brandon, especially since the turn of the year when the Team of the Year FUT items were available, and Ruben Dias has been a stalwart in every single team. He's been there at centre back, whether it's with Cancelo with the perfect link or alongside Marquinhos, and sort of you getting the chemistry off Ronaldo or maybe an icon. Surprising not to see him back there.
What's that back post? There could be a massive switch of play on this. So much space out on this left-hand side now. Finds out Cancelo. Nicely done on the build-up. Bellingham. Good close control. That's JJ Sassoa there doing his part in this duel. There could be a through ball if it becomes available. There was just the run teased there originally by Pele. So running race now for R9 to drive forward. There are blue shirts queuing up in the box. Little Astico finds Pele. He can't find the exit of that as the young English midfielder in Jude Bellingham just pops up below to save the day again.
What I'm noticing so far, obviously the pro players are so confident in their ability. They know exactly what they want to do. They know exactly how they want to play. I think the community winner and the sort of the player accompanying the professional FIFA player in these games, Brandon, I think we're going to see it over the course of all the semi-finals. Maybe the shackles will come off in the finals, but it's just expressing yourself that extra little bit, not passing straight away, not offloading the ball straight away to the pro player, not sort of panicking. I think the team who's going to perform the best over the course of the two semi-finals that we're going to see, who maybe can go on and win this and take home $5,000, is going to be the community member who just plays his own game the best and deals with the pressure of this situation. Because there is a lot of pressure. You've gone from playing in your bedroom, maybe in qualifiers or on division rivals, top-tier elite rivals, to now playing, you're guaranteed $2,500 if you win this game, in front of tens of thousands of people online.
Here comes that Gustavo duo now with RP Giao. Nice reversal. Elastico finds Pele back inside. It's a gift. He's just trying to offload it into the path of anyone in the box there. Mbappe, R9, anyone that could just queue up and find an easy tap in at goal. It's going to be potentially hard right now on the flip side now. It's just a really fast forward attack from Zizinho. And JJ Sassoa back to goal. It's Pele maybe for a brace. He just got a little bit confused. It was Zizinho there that was in control for a split second. It's another big win from Zizinho. Mbappe. Nicely done, really nice control. The Team of the Year item on PSG. Jude Bellingham dispossessed, final 7 minutes, but what we've come to notice, Richard, across this year in a 2v2 format, it's not always the best duo that will come out on top. It depends how you mould your sort of teammates' game.
I think it's not necessarily the best two individuals, it's the best team. And whoever can play the best as a team, as a pair, as a cohesive unit, it is going to be the team coming out on top. That pause has been queued, by the way, for 16, 17 minutes now. And absolutely nothing to be done about it, because the ball's not going to play.
Still could be alive. It's really nice football in the box from Zizinho. JJ Sassoa, they're trying their best to find a second. It could be a counter-attack now to end this in the best way possible for the neutrals. Final minute now. Plus additional time of just a minute, and we'll be the halfway point in between the two legs of our first opening game here. Chance, last one. It's R9. Ball roll. That's the perfect way to end the first leg here. R9 did so well there to ball his way around the problems, and it's an easy tap in for Gustavo or RP Giao. Literally on a plate for Pele. As simple as you said. There it is. Eat your dinner. Get us back to 1-1. We've got a massive second leg to play.
Oh, he cut it up. He made sure they were in nice bite-sized chunks, and all he had to do was swallow. Great finish into an empty net for Gustavo and RP right there. What they've deserved as well in this second half, because they've been probably the more likely of the two sides, building up in periods of play in around the box. exactly what you expect.
There we have it. Half-time in this one. It's 1-1 between the two. I mean, at half-time, we were sitting there, Richard, saying that they have been so good. I mean, the duo of Dux Azenio and JJ Sosoa, they started so well. They were on the front foot. They scored after just 5 minutes. And then New York City Gustavo and RP Zhao slowly brought it back. That will do us for the halfway point in our first opening semi-final of this FGS All-Stars presented by PlayStation 5 tournaments. We're off for a quick break now. When we get back, the second leg will be underway.
What's up guys, how are you guys doing? My name is Dani Visser, professional FIFA player for Team Gullit and AZ, and today I'm going to show you how to use the player lock as a pro. Okay, so the first topic is from your fullback to your winger. Okay, so let's break down this first clip. At first, you want to learn how to use the player lock, of course. You need to press L3 and R3 at the same time. You want to switch to one of your other players, in this case the winger, and you do that by flicking your right stick to your winger. Let's look at it. We get the ball with the right back. We player lock Mbappe, and then of course the important thing is not to pass it immediately, but to make a run first, because the AI will control the right back, so you don't have to worry about that. Walk into the little space in the middle, because that creates a lot of space for the other players as well. Look at who has a lot of space. In this case, it's the striker. Pass it to your other striker, because that's the easy choice to score a goal and finish it. So the second topic I want to talk about is how to use the player lock in the box. We send our striker on a run, we run with our center mid, and then the second player lock happens. And in this case, our striker is completely covered. The defender is standing in front of him, no space whatsoever, but because of the player lock, we can create the space and score a goal. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. This was Dani Visser with how to use the player lock as a pro. See you soon.
Well, welcome back to the FGS All-Stars Be My Teammate. If you have enjoyed what you've been seeing tonight, you're thinking, how can I get involved? Well, luckily, PlayStation have created their own on-console tournament platform that offers you a variety of opportunities to earn rewards, from cash to in-game themes, dynamic avatars, and so much more. If you fancy getting involved to playing some of these weekly and monthly tournaments, you can compete against your friends or rivals, or even some of the best players in the world. Go to compete.playstation.com and sign with your PSN ID to play now. And you could be involved in the next FGS All-Stars Be My Teammate promo, which you are seeing here today. An unbelievable opportunity for fans, for upcoming FIFA Pro players to battle out for a $10,000 prize pool. You join us at the halfway point of our semi-final number one. Myself, Brandon Smith, and Richard Buckley guiding you through the action. And Rich, for a neutral, this is in the best way possible for a second leg. 1-1, 90 minutes to play. Whoever loses is out. Whoever wins doubles their cash into a grand final with $2,500 guaranteed.
Perfectly poised going into leg number 2. Absolutely. I'm expecting Zizinho and JJ Soa to come out strong again. They started the first leg really quick, got that opening goal inside the first 5 minutes. Will it be a continuation of events, or will Gustavo potentially start the second leg as they ended the first leg? Plenty of questions to be answered.
Well, there will be Team New York City Gustavo from left to right in the away strip of New York City FC. They were the team that went down 1-0 after just 5 minutes, but certainly the end they've had to the game has given them the best start ever. The tables have turned. It's Dux Zizinho and JJ Sosoa that now trail after just 4 minutes. The shoe is on the other foot. The game is turned on its head, and it's a brilliant start for those two on your screen.
Well, I said, didn't I? Yeah, how are you going to see Zizinho and JJ Soa come out strong, or will it be Apijal and Gustavo picking up where they left off in that first leg? And exactly that. Great work from the kickoff, sort of getting the ball down, playing a few passes and progressing. It wasn't just needless possession, it was progressive possession into the final third, and a really sort of emphatic finish.
Oh! Shot! Cristiano Ronaldo! Welcome to the FGS All-Stars, be my teammate. 8 minutes in, have about that, have a finesse, timed it green. He gets a start in this squad for Zizinho and JJ Sosoa, and you understand why now if he's putting those into the back of the net. What a start to the second leg here in our first semi-final.
What an answer. It's been over 90 minutes since Team Zizinho scored a goal, and what a goal it is to answer back. Finesse shot from deep. Curling effort up and over the goalkeeper. Just what you want.
And again, when you see so many of those finesse shots now at pretty much any FIFA tournament level, you always question whether the goalkeeper could get there, but that just timing green of it just gave it.
Just out of his stretch, wasn't it?
A little bit more in it, and absolutely. Just a bit too much for the goalkeeper there. We are all square at 2-2 here. Remember, it's a straight knockout tournament on the other side of our bracket. If you're wondering else who is involved in this, we've got Minnesota's very own Lamps, partnered with Jay Corrales, 24, and Complexity Joxan, teaming up with fellow Mexican Ronan Adrian, a man that loves a PlayStation tournament.
Well, so does RP Jao. Looking through sort of a little bit of the backstory, and when you go to his profile where the tournaments take place on the website, he's played in so many PlayStation tournaments. He's living on compete.playstation.com.
I mean, it's the place to be, in all honesty, in terms of up-and-coming pros, where there is literally cash on the line available.
Every day.
Every day.
Every single day.
Monthly tournaments, so this goes on. This is the first time we've ever seen this example of the FGS, if you don't know what that is, the FIFA Global Series, coming together with the PS4 tournaments or PS5 tournaments tab now. And what you're seeing is very, very exciting of the future coming through, especially in North America.
Opportunities are plenty.
Pull it. Finds Cristiano Ronaldo. Build him. Mbappe now. Remember, it's Zizinho with the blue icon above his head. If you're looking for individual inputs from these duos, here comes Zizinho now. Cristiano Ronaldo can't quite find that cleanest of finishes as goalkeeper does get two hands. On the flip side, it is Gustavo with the red icon above his head. If you're looking to keep an eye on who's the pro and who's the competition winners,
Tell you what, that reverse elastico from Zizinho, it was nice inside the box, but a really good block from Maldini, just in the right place at the right time. Was the icon defender. Take the sting out of the shot. Really competitive game, though.
what I'd love to see, though, across the the duration of tonight, Richard, is I think naturally it can be quite overwhelming for a lot of these players that are playing with some of the best pros in the world to, I'd say at times, that to show that bit of flair, to be a bit selfish around the box. We know this 2v2 format does require, at times, a bit of flair, a bit of trickery, a bit of saying, you know what, I've got the likes of a team of the year Mbappe, I've got the likes of a team of the year Ronaldo, prime Michael moments R9, Pele, the list goes on. They've got the quality, they've got the skill moves, they've got the weak foot. Back yourself. I want to see that from a few of these members of the community today that can be a bit selfish, not be overwhelmed and starstruck by the players that they're playing with.
I think it's important as well because they're such good FIFA players as well. JJ Sower, he finished top 8 in the qualifier in February for sort of his region that we're playing in right now. So he knows the ins and outs of FIFA. He knows how to play FIFA at the very top level, but it's different playing against a pro player than playing with. I think there's much more pressure playing alongside, partnering up with a top-tier FIFA Pro player, a champion in their own right, compared to playing against them. Because when you're playing against them, you're trying to beat them. You've got that bit on your shoulder. What a goal. What a goal!
Pele! And I tell you what, it's not Gustavo now, it's not New York City Gustavo. It's RPG saying, hello, I'm in this team as well. It's Pele on the score sheet, 43 minutes played. And the tables have once again turned as the team of Gustavo and RPGL lead by 3-2 on the stroke of half-time. What a first semi-final we have got unfolding here. It's 5 goals in it so far, and still over 45 minutes to come.
I didn't see it coming. I really didn't. The double-tap pass was beautiful inside the box. As you see the stats there from half-time, really not too much to shout about for either side, but there's been plenty of goals. The XG's not replicated that. We've had 3 goals and we've only got 1.7. A little bit of quick math for you there on the XG department. This was the goal, Brandon. Look at that pass. I really did. I honestly did not think there was a goal-scoring opportunity there.
There you go. There's the goal scorer there. Community member RPG, who came through the qualifiers to be here tonight with his teammate in New York City, Gustavo. But that's the pro quality in there as well, as you rightly said, Richard. The double-tap pass made all the difference. Credit to Pele for doing well with that touch, by the way. Literally ricocheted off his chest, somehow angled it down past 2 players. And they do lead now heading into this second half. Remember, you win this game, you're in the grand final here with the North America FGS All-Stars. Be my teammate. And $2,500 are guaranteed. Must be said, the pros don't get the cash. It is the teammates, the winners of these All-Star tournaments that do take home all of the prize money tonight. Here comes Gustavo and his teammate. It sounds so cliche, but it really did take them a good 45 minutes plus to get going in the first leg, and since then they've really started to find their groove.
I think, what's it taken? Probably about 90, maybe about 120 FIFA minutes to settle, to relax, to calm down, to start taking those risks and start playing without the pressure.
That pause again that's just come in won't show you any of the big in details here. We are playing for prize money. There's a lot on the line, and the chance to be a champion tonight will keep the integrity of the competition fair for both parties, and we won't say too much about those tactics. Me and Richard can see some of the changes being made now. We'll communicate them as substitutions come onto the pitch. But as you can understand too, these are pretty stacked teams. You've got so many options off the bench, Richard. Some of the names we could be seeing in this second leg. Who could they be?
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at that bench. Lionel Messi stands out straight away. The team of the year, Lionel Messi. Prime icon moments, Johan Cruyff there coming on. Zinedine Zidane as a central midfield option for Jude Bellingham as well. Prime icon moments, Maradona with the weak foot upgrade that he possessed from the 3-star to the 4-star. Can also be integral in the right areas. So there's lots of opportunity and lots of chances for players to come off the bench and make yourself a hero.
One thing that hasn't happened in this semi-final so far, there has never been a 2-goal cushion for either of the teams. Certainly something that New York City Gustavo and RPGL will be looking to add into their game. Certainly take a bit of pressure off them and mean that there would have to be an impact to come. Here comes Zizinho and his teammate. JJ Sasawa, and that was Zizinho that had the chance. He's got the blue icon above his head, went for a little scoop turn into the finish. Couldn't quite find the exit he was looking for, or the cleanest of shots on goal. Mbappe. Nice little ball roll scoop turn from Gustavo. Wins it back again nicely. RPGL does so well, finishes it from distance. That's the confidence that I want to start seeing a bit more.
I think in this final 20 minutes, it's going to be a lot more end-to-end. It's going to be a lot more Hail Mary almost. We're starting to see introduced a little bit those over-the-top through balls, those deep finesse shots. We've already seen success in this matchup.
Hold up. R9 is Zizinho. Controlling R9, back to Pele. Oh, it's beautiful. It really is beautiful, FIFA. Cristiano Ronaldo strikes down the other end. And to think that these are duos that have literally just been formed for tonight's tournament. They have been gelling and playing so well together. What a game we have in front of us right now. 3-3, not long left in this one. You said an exciting 20 minutes, Richard. Well, strap yourselves in, because this is going to be an even better last 20 minutes or so of late changes coming on. Last-minute attacking changes as one of these duos tries to snatch the win in normal time without having to go to an extra time interval.
Yeah, I mean, extra time and penalties are certainly on the cards if they are required. It was all about the extra pass, just working the ball, letting the ball do it, do the hard yards for you, moving it across the box. There was no hesitation. There was no sort of, maybe I can get a shot away here, maybe I can offload it. Very simple, just move it from right cam, right striker, left striker, and typically whoever's coming in at that back post, whether it's Cristiano Ronaldo, R9 Ronaldo, they'll be there. Little scoop turn, little reverse elastico. It doesn't even need it sometimes, just a little left stick movement and then firing the shot away.
Nice feed from JJ Sasawa, finds Cristiano Ronaldo. Be a bit greedy there, Zizinho. Really nice chance of Ronaldo for a split second there. I don't think he expected to have so much room.
Yeah, the pass was there. The pass was on. It was just really good defending, I'll be honest. They managed to really squeeze in on that particular attack, made the box as narrow as possible. A finesse shot might have been a better option with a little bit of hindsight, but opportunities will still be coming. I reckon you'll get 2 good chances each team to win this game in this final 15.
This is it, semi-final one. Will be the first team to book a spot in tonight's grand final. Deal with the scoop turn there from R9, but ran into the path of Ruben Diaz, a player that wasn't deemed good enough to be in the team of New York City's Gustavo. It has been communicated that they are the captains of the team, the pros. They are the players to build these teams. No doubt there was a little bit of influence from the teammates. Maybe certain players that they prefer off the bench or formation, tactic. So far, there is nothing to separate the two. Mbappe comes forward for Zizinho, punches that into the feet of Maldini, the player that did take the spot of Team of the Year Ruben. Actually can't moan too much. It's a prime icon moment, Maldini.
He's a very good third option. He's definitely a third best centre-back on the game behind Marquinhos and Ruben Diaz, but I just think the 2 Team of the Year centre-backs, with the chemistry you can get as well, whether it's through icons or through the players that play for their clubs, the Team of the Year fullbacks, Cancelo and Hakimi, it just sort of makes sense to me for that to be back 4.
Someone else that's pretty remarkable off the bench, or maybe as a starter, is prime icon moments Ronaldinho. He's just come onto the pitch for Zizinho.
We saw him. Ooh, offside trap. He's on.
Going to be on the ball now. Here is Ronaldinho, maybe a smash and grab effort, lovely little scoop turn. Finds it in Zidane. He can't find his way through, looks to get a little touch on the ball. Ronaldinho into the book.
Red card?
And we aren't far away from potentially extra time here in our first opening semi-final of this FGS All-Stars Be My Teammate tournament. Unless there's late drama. Maybe, just maybe, ball into the box, that should do us. 30 more minutes here, it certainly was going to be an entertaining night of FIFA. And we've had the best of starts, Richard. 180 minutes, 6 goals between the two, nothing to separate them. We need extra time, and who knows, maybe even penalties.
Whatever you can do, I can do better at the moment. These 4 players, 2 teams, trading blow for blow. 3-3 as it going to extra time at the moment. It's been such a good game. I mean, the quality for me has exceeded what I expected.
Yeah.
We didn't really know too much. Obviously, the community members, they have been playing sort of qualifiers. A couple of the players assigned to teams that played in the Club World Cup, but we didn't know what to expect. How would they deal with the pressure? They've dealt with it remarkably well.
Absolutely. Thousands of people watching online as well, especially for the pressure element into this, Richard. I think it goes one way of this, isn't it? You're looking at players that haven't played too much before. I did see a few of the players sort of getting a couple of practice games in, but you could either sort of maybe fumble on the biggest of stages, a lot of money on the line, you know, you're playing with a pro player, or you gel, you play well, you take this really seriously. For a lot of players, $5,000 is a huge sum of cash, certainly so it is, as we jump back into this extra time period now. It has exceeded expectation, I'd say, for a first semi-final. I thought it could be a blowout for one of the teams. That has not been the case. 3-3, 30 more minutes to play. Who will come out on top and find their way into our grand final tonight? Remember, after this, we have got Minnesota's Lamps piling up with Jay Corrales 24 and Complexity's Joxan with Ronan Adrian in our second semi-final of the evening. Stay tuned, so much more to come here from our first outing in the FGS All-Stars Be My Teammate, presented by PlayStation Tournaments.
I mean, when Team Duxazinho scores within the first 5 minutes, you potentially think that it's going to be a Zazinho victory, and then Team NYC Gustavo come out and dominate the next 100 minutes of FIFA over the course of the 2 legs. You really can't predict which way this is going to go.
Cancelo finds Mbappe. This is New York City FC's away kit, I believe. Back in could be Cruyff. Turns well. He's got a 5-star weak foot if he needs to fall back on it. That was the teammate of Gustavo. Had that shot on goal. It certainly feels like the community members, competition winners have been feeling even more confident as time has gone on. They've felt their way into these games.
Just as we expected as well, just as we predicted. You are going to settle, you're going to calm down, and probably now, as we slowly approach penalties, the heart rate starts to go up, it starts to increase, the pressure, the beads of sweat start to trickle down the forehead because it's getting serious all of a sudden, and it's a $1,250 increase. If you win this game, you guarantee $2,500. It's basically a $2,500 penalty shootout, Brandon.
Well, we're nearly there at half-time and extra time already. Yeah, we're there already. Didn't take long, that one. 15 minutes away
Flies by.
from extra time being over and a penalty shootout being on the cards. The stats, again, so tightly contested at the halfway point. You can see all players on their screen retrospectively in their own homes. I know that, obviously, Gustavo of New York City FC might be based closer towards his resident club. Those are the stats half-time. Look how close it is. I mean, the XG is on the side of Dux Zazinho. We'll jump back into the second half of action now. Possession so narrowly contested, though, here. This is going to be one mistake or one piece of magic that will decide this game.
We've got what seems to look like a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow up against the 4-2-2-2. For the 4-2-2-2, we've just not seen the width used. We've not seen the the outball's enough. The extra pass, the finesse shot from the angle. Be a chance.
Zizinho does well. This is Zizinho on his own. Oh, very nearly. Well, I've just found a goal that was worth $2,500. Corner. Played in as far as Mbappe. Tries to head it down the best he can. And we're into the final 10 minutes now. Counter-attack for Gustavo. He's got legs on the player. Looks to drive forward. There's not much stamina. The likes of Cristiano Ronaldo is being in control. Back to Cruyff, who's fresh off the bench. Near enough. Back inside into R9. Can't find the clear-cut pass he was looking for.
This is where stats get a little bit scrappy. I wouldn't be surprised to see the pro player sort of turning into an in-game leader now, saying this is where we're going to play it. This is how we're going to play this final 5 minutes, making sure that you get final chance of the game.
Nice. Nicely done. Really nice. Zizinho! Oh, he had an unbelievable chance with Cristiano Ronaldo. That was it. That was the match winner.
What a chance off the post. Doesn't get much tighter than that. Ronaldinho's going down to ground on yellow
It's a
card.
yellow card there. That was so dangerous from Ronaldinho. Massive switch of play. Finds Timothy Cancelo. Brilliant ball. Ronaldinho. Zizinho. Back inside. And surely that is the goal to seal the deal. I think it was Zizinho that was the provider into his teammate JJ Sossoa. And it could be Zinedine Zidane getting the match-winning goal. If the first shot wasn't a warning already from Cristiano Ronaldo, I don't know what you need to be aware that these two are attacking relentlessly at your goal. And this is going to be a serious job, Rich, with what minutes left in this game for Gustavo and RPG to try their best to turn this game around and to take it to a penalty shootout.
I loved and loved the switch of play. The through ball to open up the pitch, to get it across to the other side and stretch it as far as possible. Great finish though as well. Composure, Zidane. Final chance.
We might not be done yet. Cafu on the overlap. Last chance alone, and that will do it. That will do it. Wow. What about 7 goals between the two? It will be commiserations to New York City Gustavo and RPG, who have given us an incredible match, by the way, over the 2 legs. And a massive well done to Duck Zizinho and JJ Sossoa. They are in the grand final of this North American take on the FGS All-Stars Be My Teammate presented by PlayStation tournaments. I mean, it started with Zizinho on top of the game, Rich, with his teammate. Then suddenly they're on the back foot for quite a bit of the chunk of the game, from first leg to second leg. They come out just about in extra time in the end. They are in the grand final. Massive congratulations. We're off to a quick break now. When we return, you'll be joined by our very own Rachel Stringer and Manchester City's Ryan Pessoa to break that semi-final down.
Hey guys, this is Leffy again. I'm a professional FIFA esports player for the team Gullit, and today I'm gonna do my second masterclass about skill moves. A lot of people use the reverse elastico to dribble past the opponent, but in this case I use the reverse elastico to create space and get an easy chance on goal. I get a cutback to my center mid. Here I could have chosen for the finesse shot, but obviously that's not a 100% chance, so I try to reach my striker. And when I reach my striker, most of the times I'm thinking about performing the reverse elastico. The way you perform it in this case is, because I dribble upwards, you put your right stick from the left side halfway to the right side, then it will perform you the reverse elastico, and as you can see here, an easy chance on goal. The second skill move I want to show you guys is the Makidi cancel. In this case I have some space with my right winger. I managed to get inside the box and I watched my opponent, and as you can see he was very aggressive with the center back. So I want to get the ball to my left winger, striker or cam, because they are in a 3 versus 1 situation in this case. So I chose to do the Makidi cancel. It opens up a lot of space for my striker and my cam. A very good pass into the box, and unfortunately no finish, but I get a pen from it. I've been Leffy, player from the team Gullit. I hope you guys enjoyed my second masterclass on skill moves. See you soon on the pitch.
The FIFA Global Series All-Stars Be My Teammate is presented by PlayStation Tournaments. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. And if you do enjoy it, let us know. We'd love to hear from you. Just join in the conversation on social media. Go and use that hashtag FGS22. We are everywhere, of course. Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. And you never know, we might even get back to you as well if you say something that interests us, or you never know, it sometimes appears on here as well. Ryan, welcome back. I mean, that was quite the start. Are you surprised at how well each pair played with each other? It didn't look, did it, like they just actually become new teammates recently?
Yeah, they gelled instantly. I kind of thought it's either going to be a really close game or it'll be 0-0 or there'll be a lot of goals like we saw. And yeah, there were some great goals in there as well.
I mean, it was pretty close. Had to go extra time, 4-3 then, and 119 minutes there. But let's go into more detail in that in this the analysis presented by PlayStation Tournaments. Ryan, as always, you've got a lot of goals to get through, haven't you?
Yes, we do have a lot of goals end-to-end at FIFA between these two fantastic teams and fantastic players. As we start off in the first leg, and it was the breakthrough there from Team Zizinho in at the near post, the fake shot from Pele to put them 1-0 up. But the response came at the end of the first leg here. A ball roll past the on-rushing keeper, an easy finish to make it 1-1. All to play for going into the second leg. And again, we saw a start early on. This time it was reversed. It was from Team Gustavo. A cancelled pass into a heel-to-heel and a shot across goal. As you see the celebrations to put them 2-1 up. But the response was quicker than the first leg. It was a green time finesse shot from the edge of the box to make it 2-2. But it was Team Gustavo who responded. A great touch there from Pele and a shot to the opposite side of the goal there to make it 3-2. But then again, a response similarly. A cancelled pass into CR7 in at the near post. 3-3 into extra time here. We were thinking it could go to penalties, but it was some fantastic play. And this one was a slice of fortune for Gustavo, Team Gustavo, but it was the goal here from Zidane in at the near post. 2 minutes to play as well, which is heart-wrenching for them, but it will be Team Zizinho advancing into the final. And again, fantastic goals and fantastic game, and it was really, really end-to-end.
Yeah, Ryan, do you think as well we're going to see these teammates using this as a platform to step up? Because it looked like they relished the opportunity, didn't it? Yeah,
absolutely. I feel as if they don't want to not let their teammate down, but they want to showcase their abilities as well. These are players that have competed in tournaments themselves. To get there, they had to perform really, really well, and we know how good they are. So, yeah, it's time for them to show it.
Yeah, well, thanks for taking us through that analysis presented by PlayStation Tournaments, Ryan. Let's now move to the bracket then and see exactly what that means for the competition. So, Dux Zizinho and JJ Sosa 09 move through to that final. Who's going to join them, though? Minnesota Lamps and GC Corrales, or Cole Joxan and Ronin Adrian. They're the two teams we have obviously coming up next, the 4 players, of course. Let's have a bit of a deep dive into those pros, though, Ryan. Let's start with Minnesota Lamps. Again, these guys have been around for a while, but are still super young, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. Lamps is, I believe he's 18 years old, but again, he's somebody that's been around the FIFA scene for a number of years now. Even before he was eligible to compete, he's always been in around the community, competing in tournaments as well, putting his name out there in terms of social media. But when he came onto the scene, that's where he made his mark, of course, winning the EMLS League 2022 Series number 2, and of course, winning the FIFA Global Series 22 NA qualifier number 1. So he's got some accolades to his name already, aged just 18. And again, he has a lot of experience and know-how, how to win tournaments, how to progress far in them. And we'll be using that knowledge to hopefully do well up against Complexity Yoksan and his teammate. You can see Yoksan has been competing again for a number of years now. I remember him competing really, really well from FIFA 19. He's a 3 times FGS winner in North America for PS4. And he's also won the FIFA E Club World Cup where he competed for Complexity. Again, where he showed how good they can be in a 2v2 format, which is going to be very, very useful here. And talking about the Club World Cup tournament, this was the event where I wouldn't say he made his name, but it was just, he just put it out there, competing with Complexity Max as well, where they showed how good they can be in a 2v2 format. And again, for the FGS All-Stars, Be My Teammate, competing in a 2v2 format, having that knowledge and know-how and how to compete at the highest level in those moments where it means the most, it would be a great person to compete with.
But I guess, Ryan, Yoksan has that knowledge, like you said, and the experience with a teammate he knows really well. This isn't the case tonight. And on the contrast, I guess Lamps, he's had some recent accolades to his name, hasn't he? So with those 2 questions in mind, who would you think will come out on top tonight and has the advantage?
Ooh. I'm going to say Team Yoksan. I actually think they're going to do it. I don't know what it is. He always seems to perform when it matters most. And I don't know, I could see them doing really well. They could have that duo that could go the whole way.
Okay, well, Ryan has spoken. Now we're going to throw it up, as usual, to our casters, Brandon Smith and Richard Buckley. And I know what they're going to say. They will just sit on the fence for us. They never like to give their opinion at the beginning of a match. Do you, boys?
You're pretty much right, but it has just gone midnight, Rich. So are we gonna change that here in the UK, maybe? Is anyone to throw on the spot there, or are we still going to sit on the fence? I'll sit on the fence.
It's a new day. It's a new day, and I'm going to sit on the fence because my name's Richard Buckley, and I don't like giving predictions.
There you go. Right. Anyway, we're in for another semi-final now here in the FGS All-Stars Be My Teammate. If you missed the first one, we had 7 goals in it and extra time that was just enough to separate our first 2 matches here, I should say. Let's talk about this one in a bit more detail, Rich, because we've got Minnesota's very own Lamps, 18 years of age, as Ryan rightly sort of said and broke down. Won a recent EMLS competition. He comes into this one as one of the new up-and-coming players in the scene. And a great example as well to his teammate in Jay Corrella's 24 of what could be achieved with the right work in here. And then you've got the Mexican duo of Joksan and a man that we know very well, Ronan Adrian. We've commentated a lot of PlayStation tournaments in our time, Rich. And that man always plays in any sort of North America-based FIFA Cup.
He does.
Where there's cash on the line. He plays, doesn't just play, he gets to grand finals. He's been on broadcast before, and he likes to play in big finals.
Yeah, I think certainly the experience goes to Joksan and Ronan Adrian. However, Jay Corrales is a serious player. He finished 7th. He was 1 game away I think last April it was, in FIFA 21, from qualifying to a tournament, from qualifying to a major, the North American major. He was 1 game away from that. So he's a serious talent. Potentially we could see, I'd even say a bit of an upset if it was Lamps and Jay Corrales to go through and match up in that grand final. Because Joksan and Ronan Adrian, on paper, out of the 4 teams, probably the favourites for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we know that there's different ways that players warm up for this one. Here's how Complexity's Joksan likes to warm up before competition. It's hands in the air, it stretches up and down, to your wrist movements, and I believe that is the routine of a man that has won a Club World Cup, many FIFA tournaments in his time, and currently playing for Complexity Game. And he's ready to play in this FGS All-Stars competition with his teammate in Ronan Adrian. And what are we waiting for? Let's jump into the action now. We are underway for more FIFA esports. What do you make of the warm-up routine, Rich?
I like it. Maybe a few more over the fences, opening the gate, leg stretchers, make sure that the gastrocnemius is nice and stretched out, just on the back of the calf. Got to make sure that everything's warmed up.
Made that up.
What, the gastrocnemius?
Yeah.
So he put a muscle to warm up.
Well, back on the way for the start of this one. It will be Lamps with his teammate in Jay Corellas, 24, kicking from left to right in this one. It's Complexity's Joxam and his teammate in Ronan Andrew. The two Mexican players linking up perfectly for this final here. Winners, as we said, go through to play against Dux Zezinho and JJ Sassal, which was an incredible game, by the way. It swung from one way to the other. There was never really a 2-goal deficit between the two teams, which allowed it to be such a competitive game as it went on across the two legs. We only hope that this can be the same here. We didn't really get to see the foot squads coming into this one. You can expect to see the same 8 to 9 players that are in these teams. The ball gets switched from left to right here for Joxan. It seems to be an interesting team, but Messi does get a start in this one. He looks to pick up the ball early on here for Joxan. Tries to whip it across the box, and unfortunately there's no way through on that side.
Yeah, Messi's one of those players that probably up to team of the year. He was in all the teams. The informed Messi, the one to watch Messi, he was there. He was very prominent. Post team of the year, he was in squads, but he was a little bit out of favour for some of the up and coming players who were coming out. We saw the winter wildcard Zlatan Ibrahimovic when sort of a lot of players were experimenting with the back post crosses. He came into teams. The finesse shots were nerfed slightly, especially from out in the wide areas. So Messi, for that reason, did take a back seat. But it's nice to see Lionel Messi always in the squads. He's got a wonderful left foot. He can score from anywhere on the pitch if he does sort of take it with that left foot, and he's very dangerous.
Absolutely, yeah. Keep an eye on those finesse shots, as you rightly just said, Richard. Planning from the right-hand side and causing havoc, as he always seems to do here. It's been a heavy possession start from Joxam. His teammate, Ronan Andrew. We did see Complexity in action just a few weeks back in our Masters Cup. They didn't have the best of outings, did they? They crashed out in the first round, and it was quite a shock for the duo that have had a lot of success in team-based tournaments. I'm saying you can't base off that the season they're going to have just from a one-off tournament, but nevertheless, it was still an upset for an esports org such as Complexity that have such a renowned history for doing well in team competition, whether that be the Club World Cup. Back to goal, Pele finds R9. Brilliant save by Edwin van der Sar. That could have been 1-0 for Joxan's duo, and it still can be now. Elastico comes in, and another shot blocked at the back.
A little bit of goalkeeper movement, I think, just to pull van der Sar to that near post. Good save. But you see the periods and passages of play already starting to sort of take shape here for Team Joxan. Potentially a chance here for Lamps.
Mbappe, a couple of cutbacks, can't find the feet of Cristiano Ronaldo, just for the cleanest of shots in at goal. We approach the first third of this game, I should say. It has been played here. Winner, as we said, gets $2,500 and a spot guaranteed in the grand final. The winner of the whole tournament tonight will get themselves $5,000. It will be the fans, the competition winners, who will get all of that cash as well. Ball across the box, plays to one more. That's clever FIFA. To be honest, I thought for a split second it might have been a case of overplaying it, but it is the best of starts for Complexity Joxan and Ronan Adrian. The first time I've ever seen Ronan Adrian's face. We've commentated it many times before. Obviously, we haven't had the powers of catching some of these players and competition winners on webcam. It seems like business for those two as they lead by a 0-0.
Yeah, the pass was beautiful, wasn't it? That extra ball, it was such a tight angle, just managed to fizz it out of his feet, fire it back to R9, and in this first 30 minutes, they've been the side that's created more. Joxan and Ronan Adrian. They came in, out of the 4 teams, would you say, you probably said they were the favourites? I mean, I certainly did. I'm happy to say that. I think when you looked at not only the pro player, but also the competition winner as well, and the community member, they were the strongest team on paper. It's all about how they meshed, and I mean, if these first 30 minutes have got anything to go by, they're looking really, really solid. You said there, you were mentioning complexity, Brandon. You were saying sort of how good they've been. They've got a taste for playing in these competitions. They've got a taste for winning as well. 2-time Club World Cup champions.
Joxan in his own right. Been an E-World Cup finalist so many times, Richard. It's something that is ingrained in the way he plays his FIFA. It's about winning, and I can assure you there would have been practice games, certainly, coming into this tournament with these pro players and their teammates. Cash on the line, they want to be doing well. Absolutely, why wouldn't they? On the biggest of stages with all the eyes on them. And a great start so far. Keep an eye on sort of the pros in this, by the way. It's the red element, or the red player icon above the head of side kicking from left to right will be Lamps, Minnesota's Lamps, who played in the MLS, had a lot of success. Good to see as well, Joksan got his first outing in the MLS as of late. It's a tournament he's wanted to be involved in for a while. Played for Nashville this time round. Of course, didn't win the competition, but nevertheless, it's a tournament he has always said he's wanted to compete in.
Yeah, it's good to see the further integration of teams playing for esports organisations and being able to play as well in the EMLS.
Can't also forget that we have the Team of the Season Cup just around the corner. 29th of April to the 1st of May. We'll be seeing 32 2v2 teams battle out for a chance to be involved in some huge sums of cash and complexities. Joksan will actually be at that tournament, which we cannot wait for. Half-time here, it is a 0-0 for Joksan and his teammate and Ronan Adrian at the halfway point. We haven't seen enough from Minnesota Lamps and G. Corrales 24. What do they need to do a bit more, Richard? Because they just haven't sort of looked after the position when they've had it. As you can see by the stats half-time, they've got an XG of 0.0. That has to change at the halfway point moving forward, if there's any chance of them getting forward to tonight's grand final.
No, it certainly does, because Joksan as well and Ronan Adrian are going to progress forward. You're expecting them to have more chances. I mean, they've scored 1 goal, but they had an XG of 2. You see a half-time substitution there. Lionel Messi coming on for Ronaldo going off. Could be a tactical change, could be a potential formation change here. Joksan, beautiful green time shot, great save. Could have been 2-0.
Keep an eye for Joksan's involvement in this. That blue icon off the player's head. What's this from the training ground, maybe? It's a corner played short. Finds the feet of Bellingham to pull it from distance. It will sting the hands of Emma van der Sar once again. Building. Now Joksan. Ronan Adrian. A short corner again. This time finds Pella. This is just not something you make up as you go along. This is something that's been thought out well and practiced from both of these two players. Look to break now on the flip side of these. Minnesota's Lamps just teeing the run of R9 there. It is full control by G. Corrales. Cuts it back, finds Pele, one more into it. He's going to have a shot from distance. Wicked deflection, wins a corner. Promising, and it's a better start.
Let's see if they can have any better luck from set pieces. Went for the player lock to flick onto a different player to win the header. Nothing came of it there from that corner for Lamps and G. Corrales. I know you said the sort of probably working on set pieces and expecting to see something off the training ground. I'll be honest with you, I thought that last Joksan corner was completely made up. I don't think there was any sort of indication of where they wanted to go. They played it to the edge of the box and then just passed it into an area where there's about 3 players marking him. Nearly got counter-attacked.
I think the only reason I said that is the first one sort of worked out in a half-decent chance. That's why it looked
the first one looked all right.
They were copying themselves on the flip side. So I thought, you know what? That looks like it was something maybe they practiced on before. Because on the flip side, what we saw there of Lamps, I just thought was just a simple knock into the box and hope for the best. But the player lock, as you said, was just teased, but not timed too well. Speaking of chances, get possession. Very well hit on his left-hand side. Messi one more, surely he'll be offside. He will be R9, slightly too keen off the mark. And so far, it's just not in sync. It hasn't been very clean in terms of the rhythm in their play.
Well, you just see the main difference for me at the moment. 2 passes were played there from Joksan and Ronan Adrian. 2 driven passes through the middle of the pitch, and they're cutting. They're looking to progress forward. They're looking to be incisive and direct when they get the ball. It just seems a little bit too pedestrian at the moment on the opposite side for Lamps and Corrales.
This is nice. Back to goal. Finds Mbappe. Reverse elastico. This is great feet from Ronan Adrian. Plays it back to his teammate in Joksan, who's Just in control of Jude Bellingham there. Back to Messi. Lovely done. It's a disguised pass. It could have been so deadly. I don't even think Joxan or Mbappe expected to receive the ball there. It's another wave of pressure as they get the ball back again. It's non-stop pressure at the moment from this duo, who are just knocking on the door, trying to find a way through. Another reverse elastico.
Penalty?
They always seem to have a little trick up their sleeve there. Rightly so. Could have easily been a penalty. Referee waves that one away. And Lamps of Minnesota. Gicorella's survived to fight another day. Very nearly, though. That disguised pass that found the feet of Mbappe. Could have been 2-0. Gordon. On the flip side, Kante finds Hullet. Keep an eye on the runs of Pele and R9 and Mbappe. They're just queuing up on the edge of the box now, just on the last line of defence. Offside trap played. It's teased and queued again. High risk Kairoor finds Pele. Nicely done. It's another good tackle at the back that time. Joxan controlling Ruben Diaz.
Yeah, just looking to pop the elastico off, create a little bit of space inside the box before striking goalwards. Certainly seen more in the last 10-15 minutes from Lamps
Nicely
and
done.
Gicorella's, but it could... Ooh, great interception. I was about to say it could be all for nothing. That through ball looked to be on the money.
If you're enjoying the FGS All-Stars, be my teammate. You're wondering what this is all about. It's basically 3 tournaments that will be broadcast over the next 3 Tuesdays here on Twitch TV/EA Sports FIFA. One more pass. It's a mistake at the back. Finds Messi. Could have been a gift there. Fair play. João Cancelo somehow recovering that for Joxan and Ronald Adrian. But it's an opportunity for fans and up-and-coming FIFA pros to partner with some of the best FIFA players in the world across Europe and the Middle East, South America and North America. And this is your first taste you're seeing here tonight. Of course, all of this is presented by our good friends at PlayStation Tournaments, who have been providing some of these incredible opportunities for players that we have said have all won a PlayStation 5 for just being here tonight. Alongside that, they are guaranteed cash, plus maybe more cash if they come out to be champions here today. Potentially $5,000 on the line. Kante finds R9. Could be a bit of a smash and grab here from Minnesota's Lamps and his teammate. Gicorella is 24. They haven't offered too much so far in this game.
Just too many white shirts behind the ball. They're really struggling to get past that last line of defence. Whether it's with a skill move or an extra pass or just trying to create. I don't really recall a clear-cut opportunity that they've had in this first 90 minutes. And look, games can be turned very quickly. We could see an exquisite second leg performance, but I've not seen any signs that could potentially show me that's even a possibility at the moment.
And also, let's not also forget that there is a second leg to be played here. It could take a bit of time for some of these duos to get clicking, to get finding their rhythm, so to speak.
Just settle down.
It did sort of become quite poignant in the last game we saw. But that became the case. Oh, brilliantly well done. He's just offside Mbappe. A minute of additional time left here in our second semi-final. It looks as if Joxan and his fellow Mexican teammate Ronald Adrian will take a 1-goal lead here at the break. We've pretty much played the time. If the ball goes out of play just one more time, that will do us, unless
Chance.
Somehow we see a late chance. The ball is won back. That will do us for the halfway point. We're certainly not done yet. That is not the end of this tale. 1 goal, as we know, in competitive FIFA really isn't too much to go by to solidify the game there. You see the duo of Minnesota's Lamps and Gicorella. They've got it all to do at the halfway point. But the duo on the screen, you see Joxan and Ronald Adrian lead by a 1-0 at the break. We are off for a quick break now. When we get back, the FG All-Stars, Be My Teammate, continues with the second leg of this semi-final.
What's going on, guys? Olelito here, I'm back. Now, in this masterclass, I will be showing you the attacking abilities that comes with the 4-5-1 second variation. We're starting with the wing here. We're getting the ball into the middle. and we have the ball with our right CM and then turning it onto our central CM. And as you see here, we have the perfect triangle. So if I were to pass it to my left CM here, I can go for a direct pass to my other CM again, because I have this triangle, and the centimeter that he is selecting, he can't do anything because he can't put pressure when he basically is defending against 3 midfielders in the middle. The thing I do here though, with my central center mid, I'm passing it to my left center mid, and as I showed you on the tactics before, my left center mid is always unbalanced. And why? That's because I want him to make a run in behind to be able to maybe get the ball in a later stage of the attack. And the thing that happens then is that I'm doing an L1 pass with my left center mid, which makes him create a run in behind afterwards. And we find the pass back to our center mid, as you see here, finding it to the right center mid. The thing that happens here is that I see that my striker is in the middle. And why is he? Yeah, because I used him on stay central in my instructions. So he's staying central, he is the target man. I found my left center mid, and he's almost scoring because of it. Thank you so much for watching my masterclass. I appreciate that a lot. And yeah, see you on the pitch.
Welcome back to the FGS All-Stars. Be my teammate. If you have been enjoying some of the best FGS teams in the world, well, guess what? We've got this tournament coming to you at the end of this month. April 29th to May 1st, the FGS Team of the Season Cup breaks down live over a 3-day period. With that in mind, though, let's jump back into the action here as you join our second semi-final. For those that missed the first leg, Richard, keep the people up to date. They haven't missed too much, have they?
It made quite a dominant performance from Team Joksan in that first leg. It was Joksan and Ron and Adrian dominating majority of the play. There was a couple of chances for Gorales and Lamps to get on the score sheet, but nothing clear-cut as we get back underway. Team Joksan from left to right in that white strip.
Yeah, the team that I'd say certainly just edged it in terms of the chances they were able to create in that first leg. We saw the odd spell and the odd chance from Minnesota's Lamps, who's teamed up with competition winner Jay Corrales, but that has to change in this second leg in terms of what they are able to do. If there is any chance of turning this around. If it is Joksan and Rowan Adrian to get the first goal, it certainly will be a huge mountain to climb in this second leg with time running out. And that certainly won't be on their side. This could be the chance now. It's loads of time for R9. He did his best just to ball roll that and to try and find the perfect finish. That was Rowan Adrian that had the chance there. He's got the yellow icon above his head, his teammate and captain of this team in Joksan. There's that red icon above his head. But I mean, he did everything right there. And other than the finish, it was a simple ball roll, tried to create the chance and tried to create the better angle to shoot from there. Just a really good goalkeeper from Van der Sar to make the save. I tell you what, Hullet on a play. It's another great block at the back. Marquinhos that time to save the day. Joksan was the provider.
And right there, you're just thinking, a little bit of composure. Look, it's a great opportunity. The ball's bounced to you. But you'll watch that back. There was an extra pass, just a simple offload to the left-hand side, and you've got an open goal.
Bellingham finds Hullet. They're on the hump for their first goal as a duo in this competition format. Keep in mind the winners will go through to tonight's grand final where they'll battle out for $5,000. What opportunity this is, these all-star tournaments. The opportunity to play with a top-flight pro player. Up-and-coming players in the FIFA Pro scene from North America, South America, even Middle East and Europe over the next 3 weeks. Was crowned 3 different duos, 3 different champions. Who knows, we might be on to see some of the next biggest stars in the FGS world. This tournament just could be the ultimate lift they need to maybe make FIFA esports the career for them moving forward. Long ball forward, it finds the feet of R9. Just the teammate, Jay Corrales now in possession. A couple of little ball rolls and scoop turns. Dan Hakimi now gets involved. They're pushing the ball around very nicely. It's just trying to break down these 2 walls of white shirts. Back to goal, Mbappe. That's really nice. What a block that is from Ruben Diaz. Could have been. No way back into this tie. Corner taken quickly, played short. Finds Pele back to R9. Somehow just about got possession. Popped off back to Marquinhos. He'll be the provider into Mbappe again. He can't find the cleanest of finishes there.
Yeah, really fortunate, I'll be honest with you. Firstly, the Hullet chance, a remarkable block from Ruben Diaz. Building blocks for Team Lamps at the moment. They're starting to get into better opportunities. They're starting to look to link up with each other rather than do things individually. That's quite worrying if you're on Team Jackson, because typically a goal will follow. But just starting to get themselves back into the game here, Team Lamps. However, they have to get a goal. It's great having these periods of play where you feel like you're on top, decisions are going your way, second balls are going your way. But if you can't generate that opportunity and those chances that you're creating into a goal, at the end of the day, it's all for nothing.
Oh, certainly they have had the better of starts here, Richard. Have this duo. It's another long ball forward. This time finds R9. Well done there from Joxan. Finds Pele. Is there a cutback available? What I could do better. Ronan Adrian drops the shoulder, gives it back to Mbappe. And that's Complexity's Joxan, just showcasing why he is one of the best FIFA players in the world. A simple left-right. He makes it look easy. It really isn't. And you said it right, Rich. If you don't take your chances, this team will punish you. And that's exactly what they've done.
It was beautiful play. Firstly, out wide, the ball roll scoop turn, recycling it into the box. And when it came to Mbappe, everybody thinks you're going to turn onto his right foot. You're going to turn onto that stronger foot. But with a 4-star weak foot and the shooting stats that he possesses, from that close in, you can turn on his left. You can back his left foot. Great finish at the near post. That's how quick a game can change.
It's the first ever time, Richard, so far in these All-Star Be My Teammate tournaments. We've seen a 2-goal cushion for any of the teams. How will that certainly maybe change the mindset of some of these players? In the back of their mind is the likes of Lamps or G. Corrales thinking, is this all said but done? Is it all over? Still plenty of time to turn this one around, but we'll have to see an attacking change made in the second half. If there's any chance. Ball forward, finds Arno. Corner that time. Here comes João Cancelo looking to drive forward. Finds Mbappe 2 minutes before half time here in the second leg. They need a goal, they need something. Find that ball across the box. Again, they always seem to have a body in the way there, Rich. Whether it's Marquinhos or whether it's Ruben Diaz, there's been 2, 3, 4 goal scored opportunities where there has just been a team of the year defender standing strong in the way. Here comes another one of those chances. And again, this time it's Hullet back to save the day.
They're doing a lot of the manual pressing with their midfielders. Hullet in the middle of the pitch, sort of just aggravating that build-up play and that team. When you've also got Jude Bellingham in there as well as the central defensive midfielder, just getting mixy in around the defence, and then you let the AI just sort of sit deep. If it's going to be Ruben Dias and Marquinhos, you don't pull them out of position. You don't flick onto those centre-backs. You just let them stand strong and hope that a couple of those box can come in and a couple of those opportunities will get defended. Beautiful work, though. The ball scoop turn and then just that little turn of direction. Went to turn onto his right, quickly switched it back on his left, and Joxan all smiles at the moment. His team of himself and Ronan Adrian TTV 2-0 up.
Safe to say the warm-up's working out for him so far at this moment in time. Joxan leading by 2 goals to 0. 45 minutes away they are from a grand final in which they'll take on Dux' very own Zizinho, the only South American Foot Champions Cup winner we have seen on paper. That was the last LAN event we saw before the up-and-coming Team of the Season Cup tournament we have got taking place in just a few weeks' time. If you speak of sort of big EA majors, and we can't wait for that all to unfold. They'll be taking on, as we said, Dux Zizinho and JJ Sossoa in the grand final if they can hold it for 40 more minutes. But if they score again, I think we can say congratulations and commiserations to the respectful duos in this one. Here's that duo of Joxan and Ronan Adrian trying to find that third goal and that nail in the coffin. If they can find a way to break through, it's Hullet. One more, could be on now. Back to Messi, can't find the shot that time. Still is alive though, the chance. Mbappe looks to drop the shoulder. This is Ronan Adrian, squeezes the ball as best he can, gets it back. Mbappe still. It's a bit of a coming together in the box. They're not too sure I'll defend it. They just about get it done in the end between Lamps and his teammate Jay Corrales. And they just about survive from conceding a third.
It was tight at the back, wasn't it, for a second? You thought the ball was going to fall nicely. Just need a spark, do Lamps. And this could be it. Big interception from Johan Cruyff. Just can't quite win it back. But you see the black shirts flying up the pitch now. The team press, the constant pressure is out.
Messi does well. Watch out on those left foot finesses we said around this sort of area of the pitch. Finds Bellingham. Building. They're yet to score so far in this one. Back to goal. Mbappe, scoop turn. He'll do his best. And he's just offside. Every time they seem to get into the box, they are just lacking a finish. They're lacking a bounce. They're offside. There's a block in the way. I think it's been that clean in the final third. Can that change now of Cruyff in the drive-in? See, that's what they needed. A little bit of trickery there from Lamps will win the penalty. If they can score this, maybe this is when the tables will turn for them. Up steps R9. It's Lamps in the drive-in seat. He steps up, scores. And with 27 minutes left to play, certainly it's a wake-up call sent out to Joxan and Ronan Adrian that we are still in this game. You might have been up by 2 goals to 0. Yes, we might have done too much up into this point in terms of creating a real good clear-cut chance. But certainly, we know what a goal can do, Richard. It will be a huge confidence booster, and the pressure is going to be on those two for the last 26 minutes or so.
He's absolutely lashed it in from the penalty spot. And look, pressure and sort of game plan really now is where this game could be won and lost. Can they handle the pressure? What is the game plan for Team Joxan at the moment? Because it's very simple for Lamps. You know what they need to do. They know what the quest almost is being set out for them. It's to get a goal. It's to take us into potentially extra time and then win the game.
Let's see, what a ball. What a ball that could be into R9. Play the one more. No! What a chance. And then we're going to go down the other end now. Here comes Joxan with R9. Ronan Adrian there just dispossessed. He went for a pass for Mbappe. Couldn't quite find what he was looking for. But what a chance that was there. It was Cruyff, the man that they were looking just to feed the ball to. Just could not find its way to his feet. In a simple fashion.
Over it.
This could be it. This could kill the game. Mbappe can't again find Messi that time. And here comes another pause.
Big, big chance squandered right there. I'm not too sure what happened. He looked like Cruyff just didn't lock onto it as that ball went across the box. Chances will be few and far between here as Messi enters the penalty area. Just draws it out of play.
Oh, well. Final 15 or so. We won't know exactly what's being changed between both of these two teams as tactics are being moved, but I can tell you right now that nothing is being changed on the side of Joxan and Ronnie Adrian. Or maybe there'll be a few changes. We'll keep you up to date with the personal changes that happen in just a few minutes' time. But as you can expect to see, there is a lot of decent items you could bring into the game in the last 15 minutes or so. And maybe, just maybe, turn the screws and provide an opportunity for you. The best thing that Joxan could do and Ronnie Adrian go and bag a goal. No subs needed, but certainly
it was all tactical. Yeah.
Custom tactic change. Look at the numbers, Rich. Look at the numbers. Forwards. Surely a chance not to be squandered. Back to goal. Finds Mbappe. That's Joxan there. He tries his best to elastico around a player. He did just about do it, but couldn't find the cleanest of exits on that shot. Still, though.
Can't lose possession, though. It's getting very scrappy. Possession being squandered on both sides here.
Cancelo back to Hullet. Nicely done, Ronaldo. Will try his best to turn it around. Messi, short in the rebound.
Oh.
Cruyff will be there. The goalkeeper animation of just getting back up. It's far too strong, and you could just see what a chance it was. Messi had a really tight angle there. He couldn't quite finesse it. So he just had to get his head over it and hit it as hard as he could.
It's not a great kick, though, is it? It's inviting the pressure back on. Those white shirts sit deep. It's never going to be dangerous. Composure, calmness.
Nicely done, Ronaldo now. Driving forward. Ronaldo still. He can now in these sort of moments. But a ball roll, is there a cutback
Perfect
available?
close.
He's taking important minutes out of the game. He'll go down to ground. Referee will cry for a penalty. He says no thank you. This is it, last roll of the dice now. 4 lamps. And Jay Corella, it's a minute of an additional time play. We've pretty much played the minute. That's a massive tackle, and that will do us.
Go on.
That is job done. It might only be another narrow scoreline of 2-1. We didn't have 7 goals in this game, only 3. But it will be the duo, the Mexican duo of Complexity Joxan, and Ronnie Adrian that will take the advantage there. They go through to the grand final tonight. $2,500 more guaranteed in Ronnie Adrian's back pocket. Commiserations to Minnesota's Lamps and G. Corellas. They still don't leave empty-handed, but only 2 duos can remain, and that semi-final is coming up very shortly indeed. You're enjoying the FGS All-Stars. Be my teammate, and after this break, you'll have Rachel Stringer and Ryan Pessoa's Manchester City's top FIFA Pro breaking down all the action.
Hey guys, my name is Max. I'm a professional FIFA player for Complexity Gaming, and today I'm going to teach you how to use the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow second variation. So for our first pattern here, we're going to be looking at how we use fullbacks to create space when attacking. Once we win the ball back, the first thing that I do is I trigger my fullback on a run manually. So now you see my fullback at the top of the screen. He's running down the right side, and so is my striker. That leaves 2 attackers down the right side, and he only has 1 left back. Once I recognize this, I have the ball with my center mid, and we just play the ball. Now here in this position, you can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys running, darting into the box, and he has 5 defenders that can cope with it. So I look into the box, I see there's no one there initially, so I have to recycle the play and go backwards. An open pass comes back, my center mid drops back, and then we're going to just keep passing. There's an open guy almost always in the narrow around the box. As we mentioned earlier, we got tackled, but the key thing is that we managed to advance the ball into his box off of like a 5-second attack. Hey guys, thank you for watching my 4-1-2-1-2 masterclass video. See you on the pitch.
The FIFA Global Series All-Stars Be My Teammate is presented by PlayStation Tournaments. Yes, it is indeed. Well, guys, as always, get involved with us on social media. I can see you all hanging out in the Twitch chat. Come and join us over here too and use that hashtag FGS22. Come and join us on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, wherever you prefer, whatever your preference is. We'd love to hear from you, and it's a chance for you as well to keep up to date with all of our new events as well. Okay, well, final is coming up, and this is who is in it. We have Duxazinho and JJ Sosa, and we just saw them make it through, didn't we? Cole Joxan and Ronan Adrian. They are your finalists tonight in this All-Stars Be My Teammate. Very excited for this one. I'm going to bring back in Ryan Pessoa. Ryan, that was a little bit easier, I'm going to say, up until the 63rd minute when Lamps looked like they were having a comeback, weren't they?
Yeah, I felt as if Yoxan and Ronan defended really, really well. They kept control of the game, of course. When you concede late on or around the 60th minute, especially if it's a penalty, could end the game very, very nervy. But I thought they saw it out pretty well. I felt as if they were in control.
Well, it obviously took 2-1, didn't it, for Yoxan and Ronan Adrian to go through. Let's have a look at how they did it then in this, the analysis presented by PlayStation Tournaments with Ryan, of course.
Yes, there were a few goals in this game. And of course, it was Team Yoxan to start off as they meant to go on in the first leg, building up on the byline with Lionel Messi, playing it across to Mbappe, an extra pass, which is symbolic of FIFA 22, into R9 Ronaldo, who arrows it into the net. A simple finish for someone with that stature, and they end the first leg 1-0 up, but they start off the second leg great as well. In the first half, a great turn there from Yoxan onto Mbappe's left foot to make it 2-0, and this was the penalty chance here. It was a Lacroquette cancelled, but it was a tackle from behind on Johan Cruyff, and it was Lamps to put the ball in the back of the net to give them a slither of hope now. Can they make it back into the game? But it was Yoxan and Ronan Adrian who saw the game out 2-1 winners. They defended really, really well, kept possession at the latter stages of the game, and yeah, now they're into the finals.
Yeah, they are indeed. They're up against Zinho, of course, as well. From what you've seen so far today, Ryan, who's going to edge this one?
Put me on the spot again. I'm going to say Yoxan and Ronan will win this. I just felt as if they were in control. I know they conceded. It was a penalty, albeit. And other than that, there were a few chances. But I just felt the way they defended is going to be key to win a final. And I think that could be enough. And
of course, they're warmed up, haven't they? They've just played a game. Yeah. Whereas Zinho, he had to sit out and watch and maybe get a little bit stressed out. We're about to find out, Ryan, if you are correct again. You were correct in predicting these guys through.
What can I say?
Let's see if you are in this final. Let's go upstairs. Come on, we know where to go. Up to Brandon Smith and Richard Buckley. I'm not even going to ask them their thoughts on this. I'm just going to go, guys, this is the final of week 1 of the FGS All-Stars Be My Teammate. I'm loving this. I cannot wait to see as well if any of these teammates make it through to the big stage next year.
That'll be the perfect platform, wouldn't it, if they were to win tonight? $5,000 they'll be guaranteed, and a huge confidence boost. I think the one thing we've taken from tonight, Richard, is that nothing's been a blowout. All the games have been really tightly contested. Yes, we had 7 goals, but it finished 4-3 with extra time needed. And although the Joxan was 2-0 up in that last game, it still only ended 2-1.
I'm actually going to make a prediction, Brandon, and I'm going to agree with Ryan Pessoa. I think Joxan and Ronan Adrian take this game, and what's quite interesting, in the break we ran a poll, and 85%, when I had a glance at it, thought in the chat, Zazinho, Team Dux, 73% I've just heard, Team Dux Zazinho was going to be successful. I mean, to me, I'd be swinging the other way. I'd be voting hashtag Joxan if I was to place my prediction and my opinion on the poll. Where do you think you'd go, Brandon?
I think there's a lot of channel points on the line, Rich, first and foremost, that could be won and lost in this last game. But you know what? If you want to go Joxan, I'll go Team Zazinho, Rich. They had a brilliant start in their game. They needed 4 minutes to score in that last matchup, as we said. This is the big one. $5,000 is on the line for a lot of these players, Rich. biggest ever lump of cash they've played for in terms of the non-pros or the up-and-coming pros, the community members. I know Ronan Adrian very well, Rich. He's playing for $400 in tournaments and $300 in tournaments on the likes of previous editions of FIFA that we've commented on before. He's playing for $5,000 in this.
It's a serious amount of money. It's the sort of amount of money where you can sort of take that, invest it in areas of your life and improve your standard of living. Do you know what I mean? Like, when it's not chump change. It's a serious amount of cash. $5,000 you'll be taking home as Ronan Adrian gives us a glary, ice-cold stare down the camera. I feel intimidated.
I'm sure he doesn't know he's on camera at the moment. Again, if you ask while I was speaking about Ronan Adrian, it's basically he's a player that we know has been involved in a PlayStation tournament series for a long time. He is Mexican. He's partnered alongside with a very strong Mexican FIFA Pro player in Joxan. He's got so much experience in this FIFA Pro scene as an E-Club World Cup winner, a player that has won a handful of titles. They only won 2-1 in their last semi-final. But they come into this one fresh off the backs. The other side of it, in Dux Zizinho and JJ Sosoa. JJ Sosoa is currently a professional FIFA player, Rich. He plays, I believe, for Crow MX Esports. You know, we might not have seen him at a handful of events, but they have been playing in FGS online qualifiers.
Yeah, I think he finished top 8 in a qualifier a few months ago. He's been playing some really good FIFA, also in the Club World Cup format as well. Hundreds of teams in the FIFA E-Club World Cup qualifying this season. So maybe not at the best of qualifying, but still getting that repetition, getting those games in, it is really good practice for you, and it builds up the nerves, and it builds up sort of the feeling of live competition. Because if this were your first ever game of competitive FIFA, you've been playing sort of semi-pro, and then you get this opportunity to play on such a huge stage, that's where the nerves can take over and it can dampen your performance. But you want to get to that golden point where you enjoy playing at a LAN. Whenever we speak to a lot of these teams who are FGS Masters teams, when you talk to Fnatic, and you talk to Tex, Excel, and Tom, even our very own Ryan Pessoa in the studio, they all say, we prefer playing at LAN. We prefer playing on the big stages where there's also those opportunities online to play for real big amounts of money. It brings the best out of you. You kick into a 6th gear and you take your performance to that next level. I'll be looking to see we know that the pros are going to do it. We know that Joxan and Zizinho are going to be playing at the very top of their power. But who out of the two community members is going to be able to take their game to that next level? Who's going to be able to deal with that extra little bit of pressure?
Oh, absolutely. Again, speaking of these pro players, which is a player that we've noticed and we followed since 2017, all that time ago in Los Angeles, when we first ever heard of Zizinho. We saw a very young Brazilian FIFA player qualify for his first ever FIFA World Cup, and he was crying, he was in tears, his mother was there. Since then, he has become a household name in this FIFA esports scene. 22 years of age, plays his FIFA for Dux game, and he has been an FGS LATAM North qualifier champion. There he's on the screen, and he is the only FUT Champions Cup winner from South America. The first name, Rich, the one on the PlayStation for a long time, and the first ever South American name that we saw come out on top of the scene.
Yeah, absolutely. On the other side of it, let's learn a little bit more about Complexity's Joxan. 3 times FGS 21 NA qualifier, PS4 champion. He was the FIFA E-Club World Cup 2020 winner, and they also won their zone-specific qualifier championship of the Club World Cup tournament that took place in 2021 as well. So a serious talent, as you can see him on your screen right there. We're getting underway very shortly indeed, but there's so much that you can learn from those two pro players that we just spoke about there in Zizinho and Joxan, and it's getting that knowledge out of them, it's getting that information out of them is going to be sort of the real critical element. How much can Zizinho and Joxan dictate where this game goes? Is it going to come down to a moment of the community members? Is it going to come down to Ronan Adrian or Jay potentially to clutch up? They're the options, and they're the opportunities that we might see.
Oh, absolutely, that is the potential that could happen here, and I'm sure there would be as well some some casual conversations as well, Rich, because these are two pro players, Zideo and Jox in their own right. They play for pro teams. They make a full-time living from playing in competitive FIFA. They've won tournaments. They've travelled around the world, literally living the dream for many within this FGS ecosystem. I can assure you the likes of Ronan Adrian and JJ Sosoa will be dreaming of that becoming a thing for even more years to come. I know these guys, as we said, are already playing at a very decent level already, but we're hoping that with this $5,000 they could earn, which we said their teammates will get all of that cash. The pros won't get a penny of it. It all goes to the teammates. It really could just give them that opportunity to take Pro FIFA forward as a bit more than a hobby, Richard, into the sort of the latter stage of this year and heading in to the FIFA 23 season.
So you're in that position, Brandon. Who we've been commentating FIFA 5 years. Even before that, we were watching the likes of Bruce Craig and Alfonso Ramos. Who would you, if you could pick anybody to be your teammate, who would you have? Who would be partnering Brandon Smith, B Smith Esports?
Oh, well, I mean, obviously you first, and in second in line it'd be probably someone half decent. I feel like there's an easy answer to this. It's a really easy one. You could sit there and just say Tex, but I'm going to change it up a little bit, and I'm going to say Dr. Nightwatch.
Okay.
Just because,
it's a very, very good shout.
In a 2v2 environment, Richard, it changes a lot, right? Yes, the pro can help you in many ways, but they can't physically just carry you through everything. They can.
Yeah.
There's moments in the game that can get you, but
you need motivation.
If you get a player that literally knows his game inside out, as the pros will do, but Dr. Nightwatch really knows the game inside and out. He'll be happy to take the captain's armband. And I mean, you've asked me this question, so I'm sure there's someone in line for yourself, Rich. Who are you teaming up with?
I've not really thought about it. I've not really thought about it. But if I was to pick somebody who I feel like we could have a bit of synergy together, a little bit of a duo, I will go with Mo Basha, 2016 world champion.
I rate it.
I feel like there's a lot of chemistry there, or Houston, both Danish FIFA pros. I feel like with Basha, there's going to be a lot of passion on that stage. There's going to be a lot of desire. With Houston, it'd just be a goal-scoring frenzy.
Okay, well, speaking of passion, Richard, there's going to be a lot of it on show now as the grand final is underway here in the FGS All-Stars Be My Team. I didn't expect to hear Mo Basha come out of your mouth tonight, Richard. He's a very, very top-flight FIFA player. He's a world champion, cannot forget that. But I didn't expect that. I really didn't expect to hear Mo Basha from you, Rich.
Well, I just remember the Super League when we went down. It was playing, and he was just alive on the stage, celebrating everything that his teammates were doing. I think he was playing for Randers.
He was indeed.
Back when we were watching.
Seems like there's just a bit of love for the Danish scene there, Rich. I mean, Houston on the flip side as well. If you are back on the way for this one, this is our grand final, as we said, of the FGS All-Stars Be My Teammate. It is Zaxazinho. Picking from left to right. As we said, they have had quite the run in tonight's bracket. They went 1-0 up after 4 minutes. It was Zaxazinho that scored the goal, Pele. And then they went on a little bit of a tumble of the tournament from that. It did end 4-3 in the end via extra time. They had a very different semi-final to what Joxan and Ronan Adrian did. A team that went 2-0 up and just about cruised their way through. They could be into a great start here with Pele! Times it green! And it is Complexity's Joxan that gets things underway after just 12 minutes. The captain of the team sets the wheels in motion. And I think he just said there, come on, let's keep moving. This is a long, long way. However, that's the start we need in this.
Just as they did in their semi-final matchup. Getting that first goal, settling the nerves. And now all the pressure put on Team Zaxazinho here. The Brazilian and JJ Sowa, what do they have in the locker? Deep into the box, it's beautiful!
Oh wow, how's that not in? Somehow. Off the line, still the chance could be alive. Ronaldo tries his best to play back to Ruben Diaz. Still it is alive with Arnaud. Very nearly. We were all square after just 15 minutes or so in that game.
Really, really good set piece. We talked about set pieces. That one was off the training ground, deep into the box. They won the initial contact. They won the first contact and almost cleared off the underside of the crossbar.
In it goes, Pele back to goal. Oh wow, it's 2. This time it's not Joxan. It's his teammate Ronan Adrian that will double their lead. It can be a harsh game, FIFA, at times. She comes so close down one end to scoring a goal and punished down the other. It wasn't type green. There was nothing too fancy about it. It was just a really solid finish from Pele. 20 minutes played here, and the wheels are really, really in motion now for Team Joxan.
Oh, yeah, the train has left the station, and they're pumping coal into it. It's going full steam ahead at the moment, is Team Joxan. Have to say, that 99 Pele, he's just clinical to the 10th degree. So good in and around the box.
Be a chance on the flip side. Back to R9 now. Does his best to fake shot his way through. And it goals. Zizinho, brilliant feed. Back to Mbappe. That's really good feed through. It just wouldn't come clean in the end for Ronaldo. They did everything right. Just could not find that last key to unlock the door of Team Joxan's defence. And again, that's been a big part of their game. The way they've been able to maybe get slightly fortunate at times, but also defend and delay some of the chances that they've come up against. Has been a big strength to their game.
Defending in numbers, making sure that they've got, if one player gets dribbled past, 2 more are backing him up, making sure that whenever there's room in that defence, it's getting plugged up and it's getting pressured as quickly as possible.
Mbappe.
It resorts to sort of crosses like that, where you're not really looking for anything. It's sort of hopeless, that ball into the box.
Building again now. As much as they'll try, it's not a clean breakthrough. I believe it's just offside. Pull back, Cristiano Ronaldo. Every single time they can defend the chance and they can find a way past of allowing them through their goal. Team Joxan, it's going to build them with even more confidence, and it's just going to continue to frustrate. Zinho and JJ Sissoko, I'll be interested to see how they change their game, change their play style. Across the second leg, it's Hullet. Through to R9, who's just about onside. Wins a corner. The worst possible situation here could be 3-0 to Team Joxan. And it would be the worst start to a grand final when all the money's on the line in this game, especially.
One goal sets it up so nicely, though, for Team Zizinho. We've seen him come back from losing positions before. And we also know they'll fight all the way up to the final kick of the game. Offside
Pele
trap's poor.
on the flip side, he's trying to play the one more pass. Pele that time just thought, you know what? Forget anyone else being involved in the chance. I'm going to smash that into the back of the net. It's JJ Sissoko that got that goal. No reaction. And rightly so, they know they are in for a really difficult grand final. But certainly, important goal. The worst thing they could have done is go down by 3.
It was poor, and I'm sure Joxan and Ronan Adrian will know that at the back. Trying to just... The ball fell into the path of the centre-back, and then he tried passing out of his own 6-yard box, passed it straight back to Pele, who's going to always finish from that close range, but an opportunity that they probably think shouldn't have even come around.
And now, they've just been let back into the game ever so slightly, haven't they? On the stroke of half-time. The All-Stars Be My Teammate grand final, the first of 3 of these tournaments that will be coming your way over the next couple of weeks. Next week, we're back with South America. The likes of Resende will be in town, looking for his teammate to team up with him over the course of a semi-final and a grand final. It's half-time here in our FGS All-Stars match-up. 2-1 for Complexity's Joxan and Ronan Adrian. They lead. It was a perfect start. It was a Pele double. However, there was a goal just before half-time that allowed them back into the tie. An XG somehow of 0.6, Richard, as Team Jogsan are 2-0 up at the break.
Yeah, 1.3 for Team Duxazinho. Got that late goal in the first half to half the deficit. Pass accuracy really good for both teams, 90 and 93% respectively in that first 45. Plenty of FIFA left to be played though in this two-legged affair in our grand final.
Back on the way instantly. Chance for Zizinho. What a save. Somehow, and this up. The best chance they're going to have. They know what a chance it was. Ball headed out there. Chance still alive as they keep possession. Recycle well. Bellingham back to Hakimi. Pele now tries his best. Look at the wall of white shirts there. They've done such a good job of being so sound defensively. Now they've become open. Look at the gaps that now appear. R9 tries his best to fake shot past Ruben Diaz that time. It's not coming through. It's not clean.
It's not. It's just sort of struggling to force the ball into areas that are uncontested at the moment. They're probably thinking, whenever we move this ball from right to left, whenever we try to recycle it into the middle of the pitch, there's a white shirt breathing down our necks.
To be honest, I wouldn't say across any of the games today we've seen, Richard, you would have expected these teams would have just been made up sort of heading into this week. The level of consistency and competition has been very decent.
Very impressive.
Messi now.
Yeah, very, very impressive.
Into corner, we go into the pause menu, but just on that, I mean, yeah, it just seems like there's been a really top quality of level there. I mean, obviously we're playing for a lot of cash, which certainly ups the stakes and the ante, but it's clear to see for a lot of these teams there has been some conversations pre-tonight, Richard, and no doubt a couple of friendlies, whether that be in the elite division on via co-op. There's certainly been a couple of reps that have been practiced out before tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, the qualifiers for this, I think, took place a little while ago. So I'm sure both JJ Soa and Ron and Adrian knew who their teammate was going to be, maybe even watched a bit of footage on how they like to play, what their tendencies are, and trying to match that. Because there has to be some element of give and take when you're playing duels. If one player really likes skilling and really likes being creative and looking for those dribble patterns inside the box, you've got to let them do that. You have to let them play their own game, but there has to be a level of communication and also partnership.
Absolutely. Ball comes forward. He goes down to ground. Out it goes for a corner. I'm sure whether they win or lose any of these competition winners and members of the community, there's been a lot to take from tonight. Ball whipped into the box. Could be a chance. The ball bounces around there. It's defended just about well enough. Chance to break now. It's Pele driving forward. It's Ronan Adrian controlling Pele. Mbappe tries his best to cover up his run ever so slightly. It's easy to be read by Zizinho. And JJ Sassoa and Mbappe now. Finesses from that far out. It was always ambitious. At least he was confident enough to try. Certainly, so much more to come from this one.
I mean, when the space is given to you in around the edge of the box and you've got these team of the year prime icon moment level players, I think a finesse shot is a really viable way of scoring, especially if teams are defending as well as they are that we've seen here today, Brandon. No blowouts, no high scoring sort of goal advantages for either side. Both games really narrow margins, only separated by one goal. Extra time was needed for one of the semi-finals. it will require a little bit of magic in and around the final third. And if that's coming from a finesse shot from 20 to 25 yards out, time green, then we're happy to see it.
Maybe we're going to see one of those right now. Ronaldinho back inside. Mbappe. It's nicely done. The post is what will save this team from conceding. Joksan so close again. But this time, the pro will take it into his hands himself. Zizinho says, yes, please, give me my fellow Brazilian icon in Ronaldinho. And if the post-shot warning was not enough, that certainly is. From 2-0 down to 2-2. We're all square here with 77 minutes on the clock. And what a finish that was from prime icon moments Ronaldinho.
Outstanding composure from Zizinho as well. After the frantic nature of that post being rattled and the ball bouncing around inside the box like a pinball machine, just a cool head will prevail. Simple, but so effective. Reverse elastico to take it away from the defender, and then a left-footed strike. Arrow in across the goalkeeper into the far corner.
Suddenly, what a chance this to flip the game on its head. Oh, they came close to it. And that was Kevin De Bruyne on the edge of the box there who fancied that one. He's certainly got the long shot stats to back it up. Unbelievable chance. That one whipped in. Around the box, it could be a chance. Ruben Dias of all people did his best to get the shot away. Fortunate enough for Team Joksan, there was just bodies in the way. Final 5 minutes, how the tables have turned, literally. Well, I've completely folded Ronan Andrian and Joksan ever since they conceded the first, now the second. What a touch that is from Cristiano Ronaldo. It's another great save, just offside. I think the player of Mbappe was there, who was just in the way. They'll be happy that they're coming into a break between the legs. Joksan and Ronan Andrian.
Yeah, it certainly will be. The momentum of the game has switched drastically at the moment. Team Zizinho seem to be quicker to every second ball. They seem to be on the front foot and looking to go into the second leg with a lead.
Added time of 2 minutes. We see one more chance.
Watch down the line.
From Joksan and Ronan Andrian. They look to pile the pressure on the defender there in Marquinhos. Plays it back inside to Donnarumma. And by the time the ball goes past halfway line, that will do us for the halfway point in this grand final. It was a brilliant start for Joksan and his teammate in Ronan Andrian, but suddenly it all came crashing down in the end. Doug Zizinho and JJ Sossoa turned the game completely round at halfway point here in our FGS All-Stars Be My Teammate Grand Final. A grand final that's got $5,000 on the line. We're off for a quick break now. When we get back, the second leg will unfold, and we'll find out our winners here in North America.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Jamie here, professional FIFA player for Team FootWiz, and today I am back with another EA Masterclass. I'll be focusing on my 2 attacking presets in-game that help you get a goal back when you need to get a win. So in this situation here, as you can see, 2-1 down with about 20 minutes to go in the game. So it's not quite last chance saloon yet. I switched to my attacking tactic, which is press after possession loss. I want to win it back as soon as I lose it in attack. As you can see here, we unfortunately lose the ball and turn it over, but however, our players straight away pressing after we lose our possession to win the ball back in an attacking position, which then means we have an easy shot on target we wouldn't normally have. And now I want to talk to you guys about my ultra attacking tactic, which is my high risk and a high reward last chance saloon tactic on FIFA 22. So as you can see here with our ultra attacking tactic setup, we do lose the ball in our opponent's box late on in the game. However, the importance straight away, as you can see on the mini-map, in this freeze frame of having 90 depth on our team. The only 2 players that are back are our centre-backs, and that's all you want. Every single other player on the pitch is high up, and obviously constant pressure on as well. It means they're suffocating my opponent, and as we progress the clip, we're able to win the ball back in a position like this where we're swarming my opponent's defense, and we're able to win the ball back quickly. So that was my attacking and ultra attacking masterclass for you guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the pitch.
Welcome back to the FGS All-Stars. Be My Teammate presented by PlayStation Tournaments. If you are enjoying what you are seeing today, well, guess what? We're back, same place, same time next week, or actually an hour earlier, where we will be seeing two more semi-finals and a grand final. 4 pro players there: SPQR, Felipe, NSE, Klinger, Inters, Resende, and Atlanta United's very own Palinetto, partnered with 4 competition winners from the tournament, where they'll have a chance to win $5,000. All of those names you see there have already got themselves a PlayStation 5 in the process. And if you are enjoying competitive FIFA, well, I can tell you right now, you are watching at the best time ever. Because in a few weeks' time, 29th of April to May 1st, we have the FGS Team of the Season Cup, the first ever offline 2v2 FIFA tournament that is going to be incredible. 32 master teams there, some of the biggest names and the best names from all over the world will be competing it out for 3 days, Richard. We cannot wait for that one, can we?
Oh, I feel like we've just been waiting and waiting and waiting to get back underway with something so special. We had a taste of it a few weeks ago, Brandon, at the E-Premier League. Team of the Season Cup right around the corner. We've got the E-Champions League the week before as well. Oh, it's getting very spicy in the FIFA calendar.
Certainly is indeed, and this is what we need just to spice up even more. It is the FGS All-Stars Be My Teammate presented by PlayStation Tournament's first ever grand final here in North America, and it's the duo of Complexity's Joxam and his teammate Ronan Adrian that were 2-0 up after quite a dominant first 20 minutes. Pele got 2 goals, and then it all just came seemingly just crashing down, Rich, in the end, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It was, I don't know, maybe a foot off the gas, or maybe Team Zazino just sort of stepped up. They stepped their level up, and Team Joxan just couldn't really deal with it. They only had 2 shots the entirety of that game, and it was those 2 shots that they scored, so they did struggle to create chances.
Oh, what a start that is. What a start for the team that have never led so far in this game. Kylian Mbappe will get Doug Cezinio. And JJ Sassoa off the mark. Maybe a half smile crack there from Cezinio, but JJ Sassoa just moves a little bit closer to his monitor. It's all business for them two. They know what a difficult game this one plans to be, but what a start they've had. Literally taking the game to Joxam. Aaron Adrian to say, you might have been 2-0 up, but look who's in front now. 3-2 they lead.
Incredible start for Team Duck Cezinio.
Oh, wow.
Oh, great save.
For Van der Sar, it could have been 4-2, just offside.
Really, really top quality 12 minutes here from Team Duck Cezinio. They knew what they had to do, and they've started these games it seems like one of the legs, we've got the semi-final and the final. In one of the two legs, they always seem to start stronger. In the semi-final, it was the first leg. In the grand final here, it was the second leg.
That is why FIFA's played over 2 legs. Here comes Joksam. He's in control of that red icon above his player. So if you want to keep an eye on who's doing what for both of these teams. On the flip side for Zizinho's team, he's got that blue icon above his head. It's his teammate, JJ Sosoa. With that slight green above him. What a ball that could be. Speaking of JJ Sosoa! It's R9 that runs away with the number 6 on his shirt. The goalkeeper went the right way, but that was never going to matter for that prime icon moment, R9. A brilliantly well-placed ball into the box from Zizinho. And speaking about players being in the same sort of wavelength and really finding their groove and rhythm, this is a duo that have been through the works, but somehow now lead by not by 1 but 2. The tables have literally turned, and it's a duplicate of last match's scoreline, but to the other team.
Yeah, it certainly is. They've hit them with the quick 1-2 in this second leg. We're just seeing potentially sort of, I'd be expected to see some sort of change being made here for Joksam and Ron and Adrian, because he's could get ugly if they don't make some sort of changes, whether that's a formation change, whether that's a little bit in the tactics and instructions. There has to be something adjusted and sort of tinkered with. Otherwise, I do think they could find this game running away from them. They're 2-0 down inside 20 minutes.
Not the start at all.
Looks like a formation change. Just having a little glance at it. They were in narrow before. Just see those players sprinting out wide. Maybe into a 4-4-2, a 4-2-3-1. Could be a 4-4-2 actually.
What have we got to see from this Joksam side, which has turned the game on its head? What have they not done enough of, other than obviously score goals so far?
They've not settled
in this first 23 minutes.
They've been hit with a blitz in this first 20 minutes. They need to settle, they need to get the ball moving, let the ball do the work, 3, 4, 5 passes. But also, I mentioned this in the, sort of just in that little break there, in the first leg, we saw the final statistics as we were going into a break for the players to sort of recuperate. 2 shots. They only had 2 shots in the entirety of the first leg. If you're only taking 2 shots, you're not going to be winning games, unfortunately, unless you're keeping clean sheets, which nobody's been able to do.
Two shots they've had earlier, luckily. They were important for them. Other than that, you can see that the possession might be in their favour. With the show so far, this is the game that I can assure you there'll be some serious game management implemented. These pro players will want their teammates to get all the cash here available today, which is $5,000. I remember that when they had their first prize pulled on the line, and the opportunity and the feeling that they felt. For a lot of these players, actually, it'll be the first time in a 2v2 environment they would have earned their biggest ever cash prize pool. Obviously, the team of the season cup around the corner, that will be a little bit different there. As complexities, Joksam will team up with Maxi VIP, his teammate. They're playing the Masters Cup just a week or so ago. They're live in this very place. They've got reach history with all the 2v2 tournaments, especially the Club World Cup winners.
Yeah, they win, don't they? When they turn up to 2v2 tournaments, typically they walk away with some sort of prizing.
Corner to Team Ducks Zizinho. If they find a third, this will be a horrible turn to the grand final. Pele nicely done, back to Diaz of all people. Didn't really want the ball to fall to him, but actually sold the fellow defender there. Have a little skill move, didn't mean it. The Portuguese defender. Look at the numbers running forward on the flip. So now there's white shirts in the box. Brilliant ball into R9. Plays it in the air. Pele won't be there, unfortunately, above Ruben Diaz.
It's unfortunate. He just couldn't quite get the flick down, could he? It was a great idea. Long ball over the top. Looking to be a little bit more direct. Joxan and Ronan Adrian here as we approach half-time, but just couldn't quite. Probably in two minds whether to look for a shot, whether to bring it down, or to look for the pass. He went for the pass. And maybe if you replay that chance back, he picks a different outcome.
It's another long ball forward. This time, Ronaldo.
Ooh, goalkeeper movement.
Oh, well, he can. The goalkeeper movement was provided, but not needed on that occasion. Half-time here in our FGS All-Stars. Be My Teammate Grand Final. It is the Ducks Cezinio and JJ Sassoa. They lead by 4-2 against Team Joxan. And his community member teammate Ronan Adrian. Half-time here. Let's take a little deep dive into the stats. As you can see, you don't need us to tell you what is going wrong on the side of Team Joxan. That has to change if there is any hope of a turnaround in this second leg. They seriously need a tactical change, which I think is happening right now.
Yeah, they just need to be more aggressive. They need to be more sort of the direct approach did work for them. That little ball over the top. They've not had a shot. That's 2 shots now in what, 135 minutes of FIFA. You see live shots of JJ Sassoa there, looking to get back underway in this second half. 45 minutes away from $5,000 is that man.
If they find one more goal, if it's him that scores it, that certainly would be an incredible way. Sort things out there, moving forward. Team Joxan, they've made a change tactically. They look to be more offensive here. They have to be. If there's any way about Messi, keep an eye out from him on these sort of angles. You know, that left foot can be so deadly. Pull it, interchanges with his teamer there, back to goal. That's a brilliantly well taken turn, and it's a great finish. And it wasn't even Joxan that scored that, Ronan Adrian. The community member teammate will put that one away of Mbappe. But he made it look easy. A scoop turn away from the player. Game on. We said they needed a great start in this second half, Richard. That's exactly what they've been able to do.
Yeah, they will not roll over at all. Fighting, scratching for that $5,000. Ronan Adrian at the moment. Great feet, though, from Kylian Mbappe. It's direct. He's in. Oh, what a save.
He timed it great. It was so close to finding his way through. And it goes again. 2 hands on it from the goalkeeper.
But just going back to that scoop turn, beautiful play from Ronan Adrian. Just with the skill move, managed to shift his body weight, shift the ball in around the defender and open up the space to shoot.
Suddenly,
confidence builder, certainly.
Suddenly you see them full of confidence in these attacks, Richard. There's so much more purpose. Instantly, Messi back to Mbappe now. Could have been foul, wasn't. Cezinio or JJ Sassoa. Final 30 minutes here. Suddenly they are on the ropes now. They need another goal to put this game to bed if they would be so lucky. And it goes to Mbappe. Messi will be there on the overlap. There could be also options in the box. Messi on that left boot from there. Why not? He nearly did.
Big save. Big save. If it's time green, I think that's flying into the top left corner. Joxan and Ronan Adrian, communication there between the two of them as we get into this final 30 minutes. A position that we've not really seen them in. They've usually been leading these games. Just look at this here. He turns his man with Lionel Messi. It's Ronan Adrian who takes the shot. Big save. Big left palm to send it out for a corner.
You sort of know it's coming in those moments, don't you? It's just like where and when's the shot going to come from Lionel Messi. Wasn't timed, didn't need to be timed on that exact moment. On a corner, that played short. Pele to drive that into the box now. Recycled well, back to Hullet. Can't find his way around Mbappe. Tries his best to make a run. It's a poor pass from Marquinhos. He needs to get back in position now. There could be a body to run through. It was originally teed by Mbappe, but there was a player switch there accidentally. Changed to Huller and just did not allow Mbappe to cue those extra sort of 10, 15 yards he was looking for. Bellingham. Bellingham still does well, just to see if he can shake off one or two players. We'll let Bellingham try their best to interchange again. Doesn't come to any way forward. Keep an eye out for that prime Michael moments. Ronaldinho that's just come onto the fray.
Dangerous. Clinical finisher, pace, skill moves, and he can create a goal as well.
Nicely done, Ronaldinho. The score again. You'd like to say it's game over. Zizinho on his own. He fancied it. Just trying to tee up the perfect movement to find Mbappe, who was waiting around the penalty spot. Corner. In and around the box. It's Ronaldinho that plays it into the back post. I don't know if he meant it or not. Tried to tee up to Cristiano Ronaldo, then it found Marquinhos in the air.
With a really, really pivotal final 20 minutes. And he can't be giving the ball away like that.
Oh, like that alternatively. So switch of play, finds and run of that. Bellingham looks to cue his run. Still, this could be a really dangerous chance. Cut back inside, finds it on Messi, back to Hullet. Knocking on the door for an equaliser. Is Joxon and Ronan Adrian, brilliant fee. Oh, wow. Ronan Adrian, take a bow, my friends. Joxon not needed for the first or the second. Maybe, just maybe, we're looking at the next big and upcoming Mexican FIFA star in the scene. Just did so well to delay it. Delay and delay and delay and delay the chance. Next thing you know, smashed it into the back of the net. 12 minutes on the clock. We're all square at 4-4. But for how much longer? Mbappe! No, he delayed it for too long.
The Ronan Adrian goal was beautiful. The Magidi cancel inside the box to quickly change direction. And then get that strike away with prime icon moments, Pele. And now, you would say, the scales slightly levelling out, maybe even swinging in the favour of Team Joxan to go on and get a winner. But it's impossible to call. You really can't. Team Duxazinho could have gone and scored instantly from the kickoff. They were in with Kylian Mbappe around the back of their defence and just couldn't quite get his shot away in time.
De Bruyne. Nowhere around that time, son of this game is flipped back the other way. This is literally a copy of what happened in the last game.
Stretched.
The scoreline started off the other way. 4-4 is the scoreline. Last 5 minutes, extra time could be on the cards here in our first ever FGS All-Stars Be My Teammate. Unless there is one more twist to this tail. It's a lovely ball. Finds the path for Mbappe. Can he find the cutback he's looking for? Is Hullet over it? This is Duxazinho. And JJ Cesaro on the hump for that match winner. Maybe the goal that would be worth $5,000 and a win tonight. You know, a North American edition
Final
of this
chance.
Tournament series.
They're waiting. They're playing patient.
Bellingham punched it in, finds Mbappe, went for the double tap pass. It could be kind again, it won't be. There's one team that knows extra time only too well in these duos, and it is Duxazinho. However, they might not need it unless there's more late drama here towards the back post. Mbappe will be there in the air. It could fall back to a Hullet, who does his best to get a shot and a goal. The referee will play the corner, even though we have played 3 minutes of additional time.
Got to be careful how far back he goes if he's going to pass it to the edge.
Sure, Pele. Brave, very brave! Oh. What a save. What a save from Donnarumma.
Oh, what a roulette down the byline. Outstanding. Probably deserved the goal. That one roulette. Beautiful play down the byline. 4-4, and we go into extra time. What a final. Lived up to the expectations. 2-2 in the first leg, 2-2 in the second leg. Incredible display, and I'll tell you what, Team Joksan came out flying in this second half. Beautiful. The first one there, and then just look at that McGeady cancel. Sold the defenders, sent them back to front as a big come on from Roman Adrian. And just look at this, Brandon. Look at this roulette. The composure from Joksan. Sells him down the byline. Oh, it's got to go in.
That was Ronan Adrian as well. That was Ronan Adrian over it. If he was to score that, what a game he would have had there, Richard. He bagged the 2 goals that brought them back into the tie. And they were really well taken 2 goals as well. What a turnaround for Complexity's Joksan and Ronan Adrian. This is it now. 30 more minutes to come here in this grand final. Changes are now being made for both of these two teams. $5,000 on the line. You'd like to think right now the ball is in the court, especially of Team Joksan. Turnaround.
You say that, but you can't predict it. You never know.
Maybe we can't. Ronaldinho, brilliantly well done at the back again. That time, Ruben Diaz back to save the day. He will come out on top in our first week of North America FIFA. Puskas tries his best. The ball roll around the defender in a way. Zidane, Mbappe, look for the cutback across. It's Ronaldinho queuing up in the box there. Ronaldinho in possession of Zidane, does well. Little La Croqueta, gives it back to Ronaldinho. Far as the edge of the box. They look to build and build again. 10 minutes already played of extra time here. 20 more to come. Puskas can't squeeze it through. Fresh off the bench, the Hungarian forward trying to do his best to impact this game.
First half of extra time is nearly already done. It absolutely flies by.
Team Joksan. They get the final chance. Puskas. Squeeze it past the defender there. 30 seconds played already. Will there be enough time to get the ball down the other end for Zizinho? It's a lofted ball. They'll be disappointed they couldn't play it. Ronaldo was off. It's going to be a one-on-one runner race with Marquinhos. They're half-time in this grand final. 15 minutes away. I mean, Rich, imagine it. A penalty shootout to conclude the first ever FGS All-Stars Be My Team. But I mean, that would be one way. It'd be a lottery from the spot, but it'd certainly be an interesting way for us fans to see how that one would play out.
A $5,000 penalty shootout. To see who walks away with the lion's share, who doubles their prize pool from this grand final, or will we get a winning goal? Both sides have looked likely in the first half of extra time. Couple of chances have fallen either way, but nothing clear cut. 15 minutes to decide it.
Mbappe, nicely done, really well the exit there. Zizinho trying to put on a plate for his teammate. I'm sure in the back of the pros' minds they'll love it. If the competition winners or members of the community could smash the winning goal, I mean, obviously that would be a dream scenario to be in, to be able to make that happen, but might not be as easy as that.
I think we'll get a goal. I do feel like we're going to get a winning goal. Don't see penalties.
Goals we've had in tonight's grand final. Left a bit too right for Hakimi.
Pitch.
Made to sort of pick up the piece in the end. Was the Parisian fullback. Speak about last chances, final 5. It will fall kindly to Zizinho and his teammate JJ Sassoa. Didn't last too long, 2.5 minutes. Final 4. Now it's the turn of Joksan. And Ronan Adrian, long ball forward, too long there, just out the pitch, so I just thought it was offside.
It swerved out and then came back in, I think. A little waste of possession though, and again, I'd just say waste of possession, and the ball gets passed to the linesman. Fourth official's not playing, fellas.
It's under possession 3 or 4 times there in the space of 2 minutes. It feels like we're going to penalties.
They're going to play for last chance. That's what they're doing right here. They're playing for last opportunity. Last chance to win it.
Hakimi. Added time of a minute. I'll do his best to try and play that one through. This will be absolute scenes if Team Joksan were to snatch it now. The ball will be played if he can play. Oh, no, they won't. It's penalties here for $5,000. Here we go. From the spot and up steps Team Joksan first with Puskas, who's off the bench. Which way will he go? It's missed by Ronan Adrian. And a chance for Zidane. Up steps Zizinho, will score.
Good penalty. It really was. CR7 now. Joksan over it. Scores straight down the middle. And can Cristiano Ronaldo on the other side here for Team Dux Zizinho slot it in? He can indeed. Good penalty.
Here's Mbappe. Again, it's Ronan Adrian that steps up. He does score this one now. And another chance for Zizinho to make it 3 from 3 for Team Dux Zizinho. Up he steps, Mbappe, it's 3 from 3.
Must score penalty all of a sudden here. Johan Cruyff. Joksan over it. Does score, keeps the game alive. That's Kevin De Bruyne from 12 yards. Can he slot it in? No, he can't with the legs. And we go to sudden death, 3-3.
Here we go then, 3 from 4 for both of these two teams. Up steps Ronan Adrian, the man that missed the first penalty for Joksan's team. Which way will he go? It's a cheeky Panenka. Speak about confidence. And now this is a man that has to be confident. Up steps Zizinho. With Ronaldinho, he does score.
And we go again. Sudden death. Jude Bellingham. For Joksan, he's taking his time over it. Slots it into the left. Pressure put back on the community member. Can he step up? Can he score? Yes, he can! No, he can't! I thought he went in! What a save from Van der Sar!
And there we have it. Penalties needed. And in the end, it was a roller coaster of the game. It's going to be complexities Joksan. And Ronan Adrian that will win via a penalty shootout. Commiserations to Dux Zizinho and his teammate JJ Sasawa. They won't leave empty-handed. $2,500 they'll win. But they are your champions. Complexity Joksan, Ronan Adrian. We said watch out for this man. He loves a PlayStation tournament, does the Mexican player. Keep an eye out for him. There's big things to come. 8 goals, extra time, penalty shootout, Panenka from Ronan Adrian in there as well, Richard. That game had it all.
Unbelievable show of composure, wasn't it, from Ronan Adrian, dinking it down the middle. I'll be honest, sometimes, you know, when it goes down the middle, the penalty, and the keeper sort of stands up to it, but it's got power on it. I thought that happened. Then out of nowhere, Van der Sar just whips up a left hand, saves it, and wins it for Team Joksan. Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, there you have it. Wow. Incredible scenes, Richard. That's only week 1 done and dusted, but we got a lot from that. Again, these are players that are playing. The Fan Cup winners here aren't just newbies to the scene. These are players that are desperate for the chance to get on a stage like this, maybe virtual or not, but to play for serious cash, to play with some of the best players in the world. And it delivered, Richard. Every game was tight. It was by a goal. Extra time was needed twice a day. We had a penalty shootout. North America, you have delivered.
Yeah, just like my postman, delivering on time every single day. Incredible performance from all the players. They should all walk away with their head held high. $5,000 going to the winner, but everybody minimum $1,250 taking home. Really, really good week 1. I can't wait to see what happens next week because we go again.
No, absolutely, Rich. Been a pleasure commentating with you as always. And again, commiserations to Cezinio and JJ says so. As you said, doesn't leave empty-handed. $2,500 and a PlayStation 5 for all of our competition winners here today. Massive congratulations to Team Joxan. They are your winners here in North America. That's it from the commentary booth. For now, it's down to Rachel and Ryan.
Thanks so much, Brandon and Richard. Ryan, as always, I love Richard's description there of the postman. And actually, I loved his squeal as well when he thought that last penalty went in. He always provides the entertainment. But let's go back to the game at hand then. Joxan and Ronan Adrian. I mean, you couldn't really tell who was the pro, could you? I mean, Ronan Adrian actually got 3 out of those 4 goals in that final as well, which really does show the quality of that player, Ryan.
Yeah, definitely. I think it was the 4th one. We'll take a look at it anyway shortly. But he scored a fantastic goal there with the McGeady cancel to set it up. But again, both players played fantastically well. And you have to give commiserations as well. Losing on a penalty shootout is tough. But again, the game was fantastic. Goals at either end, which were superb. Comebacks as well. Yeah, it was fantastic.
Well, Ryan, we can see that goal that you mentioned now in the analysis presented by PlayStation Tournaments, because it was just showed, I guess, how controlled Ronan Adrian was as well. But we'll take you through everything that happened in this final as well.
Yes, we will. And of course, it was Dux's Zezinho and JJ Sosa up against Complexity's Joxan and Ronan Adrian. And it was Team Joxan to start off, and it was a reverse elastico into Pele's left foot. Green timed. Arne Ronaldo played in again. Mbappe, a fantastic touch and swivel volley there from Pele. 2-0 up to Team Joxan. And I thought genuinely they were going to continue in that manner. And it was a slight mistake there, playing the ball back to Team Zezinho to give them a slither of hope. And again, another chance off the post there, an attempted pass blocked by his own teammate there. Fantastic skill move and movement on the ball from Ronaldinho to make it 2-2 going into the second leg. And it was Team Zezinho starting off fantastically with Mbappe across the goal to make it 3-2. And I saw this, the ball across the keeper movement wasn't enough there. It was R9 on the volley, 4-2 up for Team Zezinho. I thought that was it again. But again, we saw the comeback from Team Joxan. A fantastic scoop onto Mbappe's left foot. And this was the goal I was referring to with Pele, the fake shot, the McGeady cancel, just stuttering on the ball left and right, and it was Pele's left foot. A similar theme to the other goals we saw to put it into the top corner. And this was the decisive penalty shootout, the goal from Bellingham from Joxan, and Bellingham himself there down the middle. It was Van der Sar with maybe a finger, it might have come off his fingertips, slightly off his palm to save that, but it was enough to crown out Team Joxan and Ronan Adrian to win there the first week of the FGS All-Stars Be My Teammate Cup.
Yeah, of course. The Mexican, I believe we'll see a lot more of him in the next couple of years, if that is anything to go by. But they are your champions then for this FGS All-Stars Be My Teammate. So that's the event we're obviously got going over the next 2 weeks now as well. This is what's coming your way next week, April the 19th at 10 p.m. British Summer Time, just an hour earlier instead. We'll have the likes of Felipe, Palo, Neto, Rezende and Klinger as well, trying to win their teammates that top prize of $5,000 US from our $10,000 prize pool. Again, we'll have 4 more pairs, won't we, of pro teams, this time from South America. Very excited for that one. I mean, Ryan, my final take home is, I guess, how versatile these players are. There's not many pro footballers that could just jump in and play against a new teammate and play to the level that we saw tonight.
Yep, it's not easy. I, for one, I play myself in 2v2 competitions, and it's hard enough just playing with someone you know, but to jump in with somebody that you may not have had previous experience with isn't easy. It's hard to, maybe they defend differently to you, they attack in different sequences as well, so having to adapt so quickly is commendable to both players that won, and of course the players that didn't win but came runners-up and played in the first rounds today as well.
And what do you think it does? We've spoken about the community members, of how great opportunity it is for them. What do you think, or how do you think it helps our pro players in terms of what they have to do to adapt their game when they're playing against one of these, or with one of these community members?
I'd say for the community members, of course, some of them do even compete in the FGS Global Series. They've had the experience of competing against pro players, but to play with them as well in a 2v2 format is very, very important in terms of just gaining the know-how and the knowledge into playing these 2v2 cups. And of course, for someone like Yoksan, he's already become a champion, multiple champion in fact, in a 2v2 format before. So he knows what it takes anyway to win it. But I guess this will be slightly different for him because he's playing with somebody that he's never played with before. So again, a huge congratulations for him to do that.
Ronan Adrian has probably now got his hand up and go, Maxi, I want your spot on Yoksan's team in the future. He wants to be a world champion as well. But they are your champions for week 1. Cole Yoksan and Ronan Adrian. Watch that space, Ronan Adrian. He's going to be a name for the future after that performance, I am sure. Well, that is it, of course, for week 1 of the FGS All-Stars. Be my teammate from North America. We've loved that. Once again, thank you to Ryan Pessoa, Brandon Smith and Richard Buckley, and to all our 8 competitors tonight. Guys, if you loved that, come back and join us. Same place next week. Different time, of course, 10 p.m. British summer time for the South American qualifiers of the FGS All-Stars. Be my teammate. We'll see you guys next week. Have a good evening. Good night.